The righteous man shall be saved. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Let the children of Zion sing with me.
Thank you, Jesus.
Come on out.
Thank you.
Why can't you praise him?
Thank you, Adonai. Thank you,
Yeah.
this is concerning my soul. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Elohim. Thank you, Adonai. Thank you, this is concerning my soul.
Kandi kutia mina Mindo bamone Kandi kutia mina Mindo bahake Kandi kutia mina Biantun koro bakbon Kandi kutia mina Alombo ngamandi kafayo Kandi kutia mina Yankiyo kanu Mimbere mintamo ebelna kanu Denunde, Adebera Kuegenko, Kini, Jesus Christ dena atuokanu unde se kafaido ba mi foma unde koroga kuyen kubarin kandego unde domina con helensi kandi fandanka hariana aligo kendago niyo enkasi aligo bangne hantengen kanu kandi masse minata matebe
Kanu,
benunde somtita masalana Kini kafayo Ile manyi sasna Ye undebe Atuokanu Sando denunde Kini yani kulania Tena kwa ukantu
When the devil attacks us, he's there to defend us.
when the devil attacks us, he's there to defend us.
When the devil attacks us, he's there to defend us.
When the devil attacks us, he's there to defend us.
Alpha, Omega, King of Kings, oh.
Alpha, Omega, King of Kings, oh.
King of the nations, you are worthy of our praise.
King of the nations, you are worthy of our praise.
Alpha, Omega, King of Kings, oh.
Alpha, Omega, King of Kings, oh.
King of the nations, you are worthy of our praise.
King of the nations, you are worthy of our praise.
Alpha, Omega You
My
are
people,
worthy of
this is famous. Listen, tune in to Epic Radio every day, all night, all morning. Epic Radio is the best. Famous say so.
Okay, today now Friday, the 15th of May 2026. Hello and welcome to the very last edition of the Epic Morning Show for the week on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. around the world on myepiconline.com. It is been part of Freetongue via Choice FM. Follow me live on Radio Zimi with the broadcast in Apuja District, and separately live on the website at www.myepiconline.com and the World Radio app, that's Radio Garden. My name is Usman Ibrahim Maradi. Epic Morning Show, a 2.5 hour long program. We divided into the first and second segment. In the first segment of the program, we carry you the biggest international stories that will happen from over the week. And in the second segment, Reginald Brianujukutu Swag will review the biggest stories that will happen as alone for the week. Today at the Epic Morning Show, Melvin Tijan Bansare, when our Epic Radio contributor go, of course, join me live from the Nigerian capital Abuja and go give you update on the meeting of the ECOWAS Parliament. Plus, we also discuss on the US President Donald Trump and President Xi Jinping of China, the meeting at Beijing with our wrap up and waiting at the success with President Trump say America gets in that meeting day. And also the Africa Forward Thinking Summit will happen at the Kenyan capital Nairobi. We see leaders them from across Africa join President Emmanuel Macron and President the Kenyan President William Ruto in that summit day for strengthening the relationship between Africa and France. We will look at that all inside the Epic Morning Show this morning. Stay with us. Friday is a proof that we survived the week, learned from it, and still have another chance to grow stronger. This according to Oprah Winfrey. And good morning and happy Friday to all we amazing listeners them. As the week they come to an end, remember for say every challenge we face don't make you wiser and don't make you stronger and more prepared for greater opportunities ahead. Keep pushing, stay forward, stay positive, and never underestimate the power of consistency and hard work. May this Friday be filled with peace, productivity, and good news. This is not the Epic Morning Show.
Salon.
So tribalism. Oh, 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 oh. Salon, now we got tea. Sweet salon, now we got time for build this country. Fine salon, it no matter how we be today. Thing go fine one day. I said thing go better one day.
Some moments can call for calm, others can demand for energy. And with
It's
Karel,
Epic
you get
Radio.
the best of the two
So
worlds. For
refreshing.
tea lovers them, Karel Aroti Premium
Epic
Blend, they deliver
Radio.
true quality in every cup. The tea leaf they come out from high mountain area there. This premium black tea, strong, natural, and full of character. It will give you one different taste and fresh feeling. We go deal with you all day. With 100 tea bag na every pack, you go always get more for enjoy and save for share. Karel Aroti, feel the freshness of nature in every sip. And when you need energy for power you day, just take Aro Cafe. Made from 100% pure premium coffee. Aro Cafe, rich and gets fine smell. One cup will help you stay energetic and active all day. Quick for share and good for any time and any size. Two great choices and one trusted name. Karel with a bring premium tea and coffee for every environment.
You sabi Benimi?
It's
I dey tell
Epic
you,
Radio.
the Solomon fast food love dando. Baba, Benimix don't come back home. Look where he reach.
Epic Radio.
Na salon here than they make am. Na him make it always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make pikin grow strong, smart and healthy. If fine for big person, it dey make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you dey able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Benimix get different type like pikin mix and super mix for all ages. Remember say Benimix then a packet and they write PLC panel. Benimix they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, call number 44 Battle Street, Piton, or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Benimix, grow strong, grow smart.
Highly welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. I'll ask you this very simple question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast are you able to recover? Now that's making you need J-Man Insurance.
Epic Radio.
They are known for the fastest claim payments. You get back to your business without any stress or delay. Plus, them premium, they're very affordable and very flexible. Where they work very well for you. Call J-Man Insurance on 088 220-137 or visit them on number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, very trustworthy and professional. As a parent, waiting to give picking for healthy growth, Benimix na the answer. Made
It's
from local
Epic
grains
Radio.
and packed with 14 essential vitamins for the brain and body. No cooking, no stress. Enjoy Benimix at any time. Just make sure the BFC always in the pack. Benimix, grow strong, grow smart. My name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. You with the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. It is in parts of Freetown via Choice FM. Also, the broadcast live for the people in Apuja on district via Radio Zimi. We're also the live on the website at www.myepiconline.com. Live on the World Radio app, that's Radio Garden. Live on Facebook and live on YouTube. With the latest world news. Now, the US President Donald Trump and the Chinese leader Xi Jinping have praised relations between their two countries during a state banquet in Beijing as trade talks between the two countries continue. Now, speaking at the Great Hall of the People, President Xi described US-China ties as among the world's most consequential relationships, warning that failure to manage them properly could create what he called a very dangerous situation. President Donald Trump, meanwhile, referred to President Xi Jinping as, quote, my friend, and said that the two countries will have a, quote, fantastic future together. He also invited President Xi Jinping and First Lady Peng Liyuan to visit the White House in September. The meeting comes at a time of rising global tensions and growing economic uncertainty. Now, meanwhile, tensions in the Middle East remains very high. Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps says dozens of vessels, including Chinese-owned ships, have passed through the Strait of Hormuz under what is called an Iranian Management Protocol. Now, Iran's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Abbas Araghchi, has been commenting and said that he accused the United States and Israel of expansionism and warmongering, and said that and warned that instability in the region will affect all sides. In Israel, several civilians have reportedly been wounded after an explosive drone launched by Hezbollah struck Israeli territory. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says Washington does not need China's help in dealing with Iran, though he confirmed that President Trump and Xi discussed the Strait of Hormuz during talks in Beijing. At a BRICS meeting in India's capital, New Delhi, Iran has also called on member nations to condemn what it described as violations of the international law by the United States and Israel. The Foreign Affairs Minister Abbas Araghchi accused the United Arab Emirates of being directly involved in military operations against Iran, claiming that the presence of the Gulf and BRICS officials, claiming to the presence of the Gulf and BRICS nations attending the summit in New Delhi. The gathering of the BRICS leaders in India has been dominated by discussions on the Middle East conflict and rising fuel concerns. Now, meanwhile, in Africa, President Paul Kagame of Rwanda has criticized the increasing use of sanctions in international politics. Speaking at the Africa CEO Forum in Kigali, the Rwandan president said powerful countries often use sanctions unfairly against weaker nations based on political and economic unrest rather than justice. He urged African countries, however, to strengthen cooperation and rely less on foreign powers for solutions to continental challenges. And finally, the United States says it will ease visa bond requirement for some supporters traveling to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Under earlier immigration measures introduced by President Trump, visitors from 50 countries faced refundable visa bonds ranging from $5,000 to $15,000. But the U.S. State Department now says the rule will not apply to World Cup players, officials, and fans from participating countries who already hold a match ticket through FIFA's priority visa system. Now, 5 African nations affected by the earlier restrictions include Algeria, Cape Verde, Ivory Coast, Senegal, and Tunisia, and they have already qualified for the tournament, which will be hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Let's just end with this now. And Guinea's then military leader, now President Mamadi Doumbouya, has said that Africa must stop being merely a supplier of raw materials to the world. Speaking at the France-Africa Summit in Nairobi, he said African countries should focus on transforming their resources into industrial growth and economic prosperity. Now, Guinea holds some of the world's largest reserves of bauxite, a key mineral used in aluminium production. That's the latest world news on the Epic Morning Show. My name is Usman Ibrahim Marat. On Friday again, and we review the biggest international stories of the week. We will can talk very soon to Melvin Tijan Bansare with the live for we standby for we in the Nigerian capital Abuja. They attend the meeting of the ECOWAS parliamentarians of the ECOWAS parliament. We will talk about the latest so far in that particular meeting day. And we'll also talk on other issues. The meeting between President Xi Jinping and President Trump in Beijing. Waiting come up from that meeting day, waiting President Trump don't describe as success who America gets in that negotiations on trade and also discussions around the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump say he and Xi Jinping then two agree for say yes, the Strait of Hormuz for remain open. We also look at other issues them plus the Africa Forward Thinking Summit will happen in the Kenyan capital Nairobi, and this comment from the Guinean president Mamadi Doumbouya where he say African countries them for start for produce for make sure so the end product of the mineral resources they and sell them to the world instead of selling raw materials for power the world industries. We will look at those inside the Epic Morning Show today. This now the program and stay with me on Epic Radio 99.3 FM around the world on my epiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden.
Sometimes then day, when things they go wrong in your community, and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them
Epic Radio
and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk about them. This time you chance, follow you speak up, and follow they hear your voice. And follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you live in a town or in a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
1xBet, where sports come alive. Visit the site or app and join the Game On promo. Get a chance to win an iPhone 16, cash prizes up to 11,500 leones, and a weekly free bet of up to 20%. More bets mean more tickets and rewards. Enter the promo code
Epic Radio
and boost your game to the max. 1xBet, Game On, together in the game.
To capture the attention of customers, we focus on cutting-edge marketing communications that communicate, engage, and interact directly with our clients' target. Our vast experience in the fascinating world of marketing communications, event management, below-the-line activations, and more ensures that we deliver nothing but amazing results. We are the agency of everything creative. We are Priority Solutions Limited. Talk to us for all your marketing communications, multimedia productions, event management, experientials or activations, media management, public relations, and more. We are a trusted brand, and the results and quality of our services can be seen through the brands we have worked with. Visit our website at www.prioritysolutions.co or call us on +232 76 1032. Priority Solutions, we know what works for you. We have what works for you. We do what works for you. Priority Solutions, what works.
No place like home. Just now we tribalism. Salon, now we got east, sweet salon. Now we got time for bills country. Fine salon. It no matter how we be today. Thing go fine one day. I said thing go better one day. riches, diamond and gold, rutile and bauxite. All we get from it alone become paradise. Here we come together, forget the tribalism. Oh, 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 oh. Salon, now we got tea, sweet salon, now we got life.
All right, you're highly welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden. My name is Usman Ibrahim Mara, and today on Friday again, and we review the biggest international stories of the week. Look crossover live to the Nigerian capital city, Abuja. Let me join journalist Melvin Tijan-Mansari. We go give you update on the meeting of the ECOWAS Parliament. We know parliamentarians them from Sierra Leone, including the opposition leader Abdul Kagbo, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, Sir Emerson Lamina, Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina, and others. They all day na Abuja, Nigeria, during that meeting day of the ECOWAS Parliament, and also bring journalists, them including journalist Melvin Tijan-Mansari, a seasoned parliamentary journalist and an Epic Radio contributor. Mr. Mansari, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning to you, Mr. Mala, Pambulem, Afliton, and all over Salon.
Yeah, you gave me updates last week on the meeting so far, and waiting on be discussed with the meets and concerns being raised with regards to, of course, he's saying that Salon, Guinea, and Liberia, waiting say really care about. Lots of other issues them, including the ECOWAS parliamentarians them raising questions surrounding the xenophobic attacks them we don't see carry on in South Africa. Lots and lots of issues them. But what has been discussed since last week Friday, Melvin?
A lot of things don't come up since last Friday, and let me not forget, today will be the final day for the ECOWAS first ordinary session for 2026. We don't begin from the 4th to the 17th. And for today, we expect committees reports, and therefore we report them on the different other meetings, what they call the localized meetings of the ECOWAS Parliament. And today they will table the reports and we'll get the closing of the session. But of course, things follow the highlights that is important. That's one, the ECOWAS Parliament Speaker, Her Excellency Aja Memunatu, the first woman Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament in the 25-year history. And let me not forget, say ECOWAS will exist for like 50 years. And I will tell you, we don't see debates, we don't see reports, we don't see adoptions, we don't see presentations from experts, be it on illicit financial flows, where Africa, according to reports, they lost billions of dollars. And ECOWAS don't they make moves for strategize as to how. Imagine $89 billion is annually lost to illicit financial flows. And ECOWAS feel that this is not normal and something must be done.
And $89 billion is a lot. I think they spend, over $40 million, $50 million in building the ECOWAS headquarters alone. So compare $49 billion or so being lost to illicit financial flows.
And that's as a result of, one, the need for let me understand, say, if their illicit financial flows were mostly committed by multinational companies with it's now countries in West Africa if it was stopped. One of the major outcomes that Africa, West Africa in particular, for able for beneficiates from the natural resources. Let me say, for example, Salon, we get diamond. If we're able for process and polish diamond and get shop them when you sell them, we go make sure that money can inside rather than going out. And when you go out, you get a lot of implication on taxation and other things. So that's one huge amount. But also another critical conversation that use of AI, we experts them from the sub-region say it poses an opportunity for West Africa, but however, West Africa not get no rules or legal framework for regulate. And the move now is for let me get a framework for regulate the use of AI. And that was an interesting debate. People like Honorable Mabinti Fona from Sierra Leone asked whether this not will take jobs away from West Africans or not. And from the experts, they are saying it's a green area, and West Africa need for explore widely.
Okay.
Another issue also got to do with the harmonization of curriculum on education in West Africa. They don't discover na ECOWAS that from research that waiting people that they teach a land now Senegal, also the same they happen in Nigeria, or waiting that they teach or land na Ghana, also the same they happen in Liberia, and therefore ECOWAS is moving towards not just having educational institutions where get harmonized curricula, but also making sure that this curricula, the qualifications that we come out from if be workable across the region.
Okay.
And that's the one other significant conversation now.
Yeah. But Melvin, in a nutshell, how are you able to describe this meeting so far? I mean, today say the wrap up. How are you able to describe so far since day one to now?
The meeting where I would say don't set the conversation for let the ECOWAS Commission and the authority of heads of state then take further action. Because let me not forget, the ECOWAS Parliament they grapple with two issues. One therefore do with direct representation, where we all know say as of now, ECOWAS MPs they are only representatives from their countries. Unlike the European Parliament, where they vote for them directly from one of the European Parliament, ECOWAS, you cannot be ECOWAS MP if they don't vote for you in a parliament. So the conversation over the last 2 weeks that ECOWAS Parliament move from a deliberative, that means a talk shop, to what is now called a mandatory, a workshop.
Okay. And
that is very important. Important, Usman, because like Sierra Leone Parliament, the kind of polling seat there will be seen. It's alarming to the point that the speaker.
What do you mean by polling seats? What do you mean?
Polling, Usman,
empty seats.
Empty seats, and this is only to
Melvin, take Temo.
This is going to two facts.
You know, waiting give you that thing the last time. So don't mention of fallen seats again, please. Let's just move ahead.
It's important because representation, how you country don't send you say can represent in an ECOWAS Parliament. The way you come, you don't need to go attend meeting. However, that is one side on some MPs them from, particularly Nigeria, where they absent seriously, but also other West African MPs.
Okay.
That is just the one side. Another aspect of this issue of representation, again for do with election, Cape Verde and two other West African countries supposed to get elections, including Nigeria, where they do their primaries as I speak. So what is the happening at the ECOWAS Parliament? The members of Parliament, some of them not pay attention at ECOWAS Parliament when they get election for good in the country. So that is a downside of not having a direct representation. Because if directly you are representing your country, you don't need to go back for election without a country. So three countries, they get election, and then MPs and they then take excuse. But other one they not take excuse. And when maybe the Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament don't say, MP them when he absent or when not effective, they're not going to give them opportunity for go on missions. Like Sierra Leone, like ECOWAS Parliament, we get one member of Parliament from the Ghana Parliament who say Speaker for expunge that in comments day because journalists then go put all over the news say MP then they absent. And thankfully, the Iron Lady, I call her the Iron Lady, the first woman Speaker of ECOWAS Parliament, in all retract statements, a leper, and I'm sure that means say a one will raise the issue that with the various countries and national assemblies for let them understand that if you are sending MPs, send MPs who are here to do the business of ECOWAS and your country. So that is quite important, and not also get the problem of fully 6 MPs. And we move also to other serious issues deliberated. We get for do with the free movement of people, goods, but of ideas. It comes out clearly that if you want to say take Motokana from Nigeria for go Ivory Coast or Ghana, the kind of a checkpoint them we go see. It don't do for me, you know what travel again.
Yes.
And the idea behind ECOWAS the free movement of people, goods, and services. So that's also been come up. Another big issue again is the issue of the alliance of Sahel states. I remember last week you asked me about what ECOWAS conversation.
So what did you say?
Firstly, ECOWAS they get a meeting on the future of ECOWAS summit where for Apuna Togo, Usai, the ECOWAS president of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Umar, say then he sent invitation to all the countries they asked to, and he left to them for attend or not. But however, it came out clear that ECOWAS did say the sanctions already on them is not helping, and it's in fact provoking more problems because Burkina Faso was used as a case study. Usai insurgents then crossed over to Ghana and been killed some Ghanaian vegetable traders. So the issue of alliance of Sahel states come forward. But there is an interesting nuance there. They are not part of ECOWAS, but they are part of ECOWAS GIABA. They are part of WAHO, which the financial aspect and also the health wing of the ECOWAS.
So then they are for waiting. Is it not because why are they benefiting from ECOWAS institutions then when they're not part of the bloc?
Well, that has been the debate here as to why. But the reason why that they not feel safe for out for being the financial regime or the medical regime. However, an action or a sanction taken by ECOWAS, now that all the countries are living under AES, whether they will work for the ECOWAS Parliament or the ECOWAS Commission, they sack them all. And one question I hope for put to the Secretary General of the ECOWAS Parliament today, that's why the double standard. If the people that say they don't want the ECOWAS, they don't get representatives like the ECOWAS Parliament and don't watch them, the administrative officials, why they belong to GIABA or WAHO or other ECOWAS bodies. So I wait for the answer on that, but that was a very serious issue.
Okay.
And it came out clear that it seems as if ECOWAS it's gone on a decision we take towards the AES. So that's now one key issue because it came out very clear that without these countries, definitely there are repercussions when it comes to the peace and security of the sub-region.
Okay.
So that was also looked at.
Okay, so like I mentioned earlier on, there's a meeting we carry on between the US President Donald Trump and the Chinese leader Xi Jinping in the Chinese capital city, Beijing. Of course, you see the U.S. president take big CEOs them of U.S. companies them with him in that meeting day with the Chinese leader Xi Jinping in Beijing. And it don't make lots of comments them where he also described President Xi Jinping as a very good friend. He also invites President Xi and the First Lady of China for visit the United States in September. But this President Trump will call President Xi Jinping a great leader. Let's just say you from President Trump in that meeting day with President Xi Jinping in China's capital Beijing, which I call the Chinese President Xi Jinping a great leader. I don't people talk about it.
Inside a damage. I always say outside.
You and I have known each other now for a long time. In fact, the longest relationship of our two countries that any president has had. And that's, to me, an honor. We've had a fantastic relationship. We've gotten along. When there were difficulties, we worked it out. I would call you, and you would call me, and whenever we had a problem, people don't know, whenever we had a problem, we worked that out very quickly. We're going to have a fantastic future together. Such respect for China, the job you've done. You're a great leader. I say it to everybody, you're a great leader. Sometimes people don't like me saying it, but I say it anyway because it's true. I only say the truth. And I just want to say, on behalf of all of the great delegation that we have the greatest businessmen, the biggest, and I guess the best in the world. We have amazing people, and they're all with me. Every single one of them, we asked the top 30 in the world, every single one of them said yes. And I didn't want the second or the third in the company. I wanted only the top. And they're here today to pay respects to you and to China. And they look forward to trade and doing business, and it's going to be totally reciprocal on our behalf. So I really look very much forward to our discussion. It's a big discussion. There are those that say this is maybe the biggest summit ever. They can never remember anything like it. I can say in the United States, people aren't talking about anything else. But it's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be your friend. And the relationship between China and the USA is going to be better than ever before. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Now the U.S. President Donald Trump, we be talk during one state banquet where they hold in the Chinese capital, Beijing. In that meeting, they with the Chinese leader Xi Jinping, which I describe President Xi as a very great leader, and also talk on saying that the two leaders then too discuss on keeping the Strait of Hormuz in Iran open. And we've also seen discussions surrounding Taiwan. Let's just introduce Mulku S. Bangura in the studio. Good morning, Mr. Bangura. Welcome to the
Good morning, Mr. Maya. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to give me, I'll come to Melvin very soon, but I'll give me what do you make of this meeting between Trump and President Xi?
Thank you for that question. I think it's a timely meeting. It's a strategic meeting. So on the one hand, I think it's the right time, considering the Cold War between the US and China. We don't go on. We will know a lot of people not seem for the pay attention to. So it's a very timely. And what I mean Cold War, I talk about, I refer to, the trade war we don't go on since Trump came to power, and also Trump cutting off oil supplies and access to oil, all the oil routes, all the oil access that China be the benefit from. Like for example, Venezuela, the oil where they come from Venezuela, mostly not China, they go. That's also Trump cut them off. And we see, the war in West Asia. Trump tried the same thing. We tried for cut oil supply to China. by positioning the military and threatening to say no oil not for go to China. So we don't see that, Cold War, the end. Something happened where a lot of people actually don't understand the past. Maybe they listen to them, but they don't understand what happened. So China actually infiltrated Claude AI. So Claude AI is one of the most advanced artificial intelligence platforms in the world right now, and it's owned by Anthropic. And Anthropic basically beget a contract with the U.S. government, and basically the U.S. and Pentagon and the military pass all the security, military intelligence through Anthropic's Claude AI. And so what China did was China flawed Claude AI with thousands, up to millions of questions, and created bots with the question Claude AI for understand all within Claude Sabi, within Claude Learn. And America saw that, discovered that, and blocked it. And then China denies it not to do. So that's actually been going on, and because China decided to push their own AI client AI chat platform, the AI platform called DeepSeek. And as far as I'm concerned, DeepSeek is the best, and they try to really make DeepSeek learn more and improve on the use of DeepSeek across the world. So if you notice, I don't talk about trade, I don't talk about oil, I don't talk about AI, the fight on AI, and also Taiwan. We see a couple of months ago, President Xi then conduct some military exercise around the Taiwan side and Taiwan, region. And for quite some time now, China has been saying Taiwan is part of China and they're not supposed to be an autonomous nation. They don't want that. And the U.S. have been supplying weapons to China, to Taiwan, all this while, and basically protecting Taiwan. And quite recently, the Congress just approved some amount of money in terms of military aid and weapons, over to Taiwan. And so, and it seems that that particular interest does not go well, go against, China's interest, over Taiwan. And seeing within Trump, they do not Iran, China self want to get, just then say want to get their own way, just like what Russia did in Ukraine. Now the US they do Iran, then self want to get their own way around. And so that tension that don't happen. America is similarly protecting Taiwan, and rightfully so. Taiwan is the single most country where they produce state-of-the-art semiconductors. Taiwan holds. It's about to say, you hold the key. You are like the key
to the future.
You are like not only the future. You are like the key to this digital world. Is Taiwan? That small country called Taiwan. Small, very small. Taiwan is basically in an island. That the only country in the world where they make the most sophisticated semiconductors within the use in every digital device in this world, and that they no more get that technology. And so China taking over Taiwan means that all that access, all that production that they go over to Taiwan, and who knows, they could destabilize that could destabilize Taiwan, destabilize the supply of semiconductors, destabilize the supply of the components and with the support all with digital, and also with the AI race. We need semiconductors for power, all these AI infrastructures. And so this has been going on, all this, and it's not good for the two biggest economies in the world into that kind of cold fight day. And so now make it necessary that then go and sit down, at least let them get a conversation and talk. The only thing I get to push back against this whole thing is Trump. I see the population, one population, and Trump in delegates I see all billionaires and CEOs of companies. What happened to the policymakers and the politicians? Is the US running an oligarchy now? Just a group of wealthy people that in a group and then kind of big, where they call them, they then kind of big meeting.
Well, if you look at it again, I mean, if these CEOs them sort of get access to China, the funds they come back to the US economy.
Yes, but isn't that supposed to be a political conversation instead of like getting the CEOs and go there for
Maybe like we get the CEOs them attending the meeting, then we will see deals actually signed almost immediately during the same meeting.
It's too blurry for Sia from that angle. I understand, of course, the argument, but it's blurry. It's not clear because when these CEOs go, okay, I mean, these CEOs already doing business with China. It's not like they're not doing business with China. I mean, Tesla, they do business with, China, the EV battery producers, because Tesla actually gets a factory in China where they help for produce EV batteries.
Well, Apple is pulling out.
Tim Cook.
Apple is pulling out of China and they moved to India instead.
Yes, I mean, there are reasons for that, and China so for a long period of time they don't accuse China. So China they steal their patent and steal the out and call themselves what's the word I'm looking for now? Oh God, I'm going blank. But then they accuse China, said China they steal the trade secrets and how then they design a phone. In China they do similar iPhones and they sell them to the market.
How China
and all that.
How did they design a phone when it's China itself doing it for them?
No, not to all parts. The iPhone is a very complicated phone. It gets different parts of it. They make in China, some they make in Germany, some they make in Indonesia, some Ireland. So different parts in there. So, but then they say China kind of like they spy on them and they steal their trade secret. Then they do the whole component on its own, and they able to sell the mimic iPhone and sell it. I mean, better than the original iPhone self. And so for quite a while, that didn't happen. And Tim Cook is not happy about it. And so all of the NTR don't they go on under the radar, and it's affecting the way business is done. So I still question now Trump, going with billionaires instead of going with policymakers, because these are actual policies has to change for let businesses come inside the US.
Well, President Trump perhaps see like say incapable to represent all those politicians and people in government, the minister of the states, the Secretary of State.
So let's bring this back home. Imagine President Bill go the kind of meeting and they take all the money man the all the money man. Okay, I go no politician. They just take all the money man. They can go all and we get big businesses. Like gentle take all big business entrepreneurs. How are we going to interpret it? We go crazy over President being decisions. So these are kind of the precedents in a way President Trump they set with dangerous, because now what you're doing, you're bypassing policymakers. You're bypassing policymakers, bringing actual CEOs to these guys to China when it's a policy decision making. Now the policy to change how business is run, and if that is happening, then this is not actually how democracy and negotiations will go. These guys were coming later, after all the policies have been passed and all that. You bypassing that and going directly to the businessmen, you are telling the politicians and all these policymakers that your job is no longer important, and that's scary. It's not good for democracy.
Let's bring in Melvin Tijanmansare in Abuja. Melvin, what do you make of this meeting between Trump and President Xi? Hello, Melvin. Hello. All right, we try to establish connection with Melvin Tijanmansare na Abuja in the Nigerian capital city for get a own take, of course, on the subject matter on the meeting between President Trump and President Xi Jinping in Beijing. Melvin, you get to me now?
Yes, Usman, sorry, I'm mute because that's when I was small. Before we get Umar Fofana as one of the best BBC reporters, we get Ayodele Iltimfai. I can remember one of the best reports we do. Now we then Network Africa, Iltimfai the was they call him for doing the reports, and from in bathroom he delivered the report. So I'm like I'm in an Iltimfai situation. I didn't have a bathroom. Now they get an hotel, but I need for the back. So back to the question. This meeting is transactional. It's about America understanding that its foreign interest is on the decline and China is on the rise. So let me talk about the Chinese companies. I hear my brother to talk about AI, which is part of the conversation. However, we will situate them on the prism that 90% of the rare earth minerals we use for AI and other components are coming from China. And America understands that. And if America forbid world power on AI, which I think they they are not, though they are having many AI fights, then America, Donald Trump don't see the need that, yes, China cannot be ignored. But Donald Trump talks something very important. He said that America, you get more Chinese-owned businesses, particularly in the restaurant sector, than even Americans. That was a shocking revelation. China gets huge economic influence than America at the moment. And this is justified by the fact that, you know, the CEO of Boeing is one of America's leading airline manufacturers and companies. They will expect that China will buy 150 planes from America. But Xi Jinping, among one of the deals, of the several private deals, China they buy 200 Boeing jets from America. That now waiting Donald Trump tell the US media before he left China. What did this say? It is say that China get the money for spend, and it just left to how America will comport themselves. Because from what you see from interaction, China not make any solid commitment to anything. Sadly, other than saying that when America and say China support, they say Iran not forget nuclear weapon, but above all, the Strait of Hormuz for the open. This is a major shift in geopolitical conversation according to geopolitical analysts. Because for once, America is now realizing that they cannot police the world without China. You like it or not. And you see from the source of Donald Trump. However, something that is missing is that we're not hearing any major deal signing announcement other than China buying planes and China ready and being willing to spend money on agricultural products. So bilaterally, it's about their business interest. But when it comes to the issue of Taiwan, it's quite different. And I like where Salon El Liberia shared or talk about the invasion of their countries. I just watched the Xinhua, one of the Chinese news agencies, and some of the things that we announced are that China outrightly, let me just read it. China, it says, the economics of global trade in rival systems push back on sanctions against Iranian oil. 90% of Iranian oil right now, now China the buyer. Women say that China make Iran get the backbone where they get at the moment. But this is what is interesting. There is a quote from a Chinese diplomat who say, we should be partners, not rivals. That is what Xi Jinping is saying. And if you look at the Chinese news agency, their report, they say in a private meeting, Xi Jinping told Trump that if Taiwan is handled to his satisfaction, US-China relations will enjoy, I quote, overall stability.
Okay.
So China was making an outside threat, according to Xinhua. And this, the American press, the only reporter, because Donald Trump not talk about that. And they are saying that if America not take them out of the deal with Taiwan, because as it stands, America is supposed to sell arms supply to Taiwan. And this done the anger China a lot. And that's why I'll quote again from Chinese officials. They say, if not, the two countries risk clashes and even conflicts, putting the entire relationship in great jeopardy, according to reports from China's official Xinhua news agency. So, in as much as the Western media, BBC, CNN, and all of the tell about this, but from what is being reported in China, China is warning America that if you don't stop arming Taiwan, we might have a frosty relationship. So for me, this is a significant one, and the Western media is not reporting this at all.
Oh, that is Melvin reporting from the bathroom.
Okay, Melvin, what do you make of the fact that we never foresee But you think, say, really practically on the ground, President Trump can pressure Iran for accept ceasefire deals them on American terms?
Now that might be one of the strategic, ambiguous reasons for this plea. For let China put pressure on Iran. Clearly, America knows that their pressure is not working. They've been bombing. But the latest strategic analysis from military analysts, now that Iran still maintains 70% of the military capacity. And if you don't know Africa or America, the narration from the Western media that, the military capacity of Iran has been obliterated. That is not true. If you look at Senate engagement in the US, I know you talk about waiting this fine boy, you talk about the defense secretary, Pete Hegseth, but I'm talking about round-minded Americans. They are saying that if America is able to have what is called a chokehold on Iran, they cannot do it alone. They need the support of China.
Okay. Earlier on, there was a meeting where was held by co-hosted by the Kenyan President William Ruto and the President of France Emmanuel Macron in the capital city of Kenya, Nairobi, and there we see lots of leaders them across Africa go there for attend that meeting, the Africa Forward Thinking Summit, and the President Emmanuel Macron unveiled over 23 billion euros of investments from France on the African continent. We also see lots of remarks them made by African leaders, them including, of course, the President of Guinea, President Mamadi Doumbouya, where they talk during the Africa Forward Thinking Summit in Nairobi in Kenya. President Mamadi Doumbouya say, quote, Africa can no longer be a mere supplier of raw materials intended to power the world's industries. And we also see a meeting between he and President Bio, and also a meeting between President Bio and the Liberian leader Joseph Numa Boke. And these meetings, of course, now in a push after the tripartite summit with them behold now the capital city of Guinea in Conakry for end the long-standing dispute between Guinea, Liberia, and Salon. This latest summit now in France, the latest push for strengthening the relationship with ECOWAS and with African countries, and according to the French President Emmanuel Macron, he said France they move away from them historic sphere that's now the countries in West Africa, the former French colonies in West Africa, like Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. We don't move towards Russia instead of France. Mr. Bangwali, give me your opinion on what you make of this Africa Forward Thinking Summit in Nairobi. I mean, for the very first time, France decided to hold an African summit outside a former French colony, take them to Nairobi in Kenya.
Yeah, I think it's a strategic. It was a strategic summit. They know it's in they do. They know they're losing. First of all, they realize this is an admission. This is a clear admission that for all this while, Africa has been the source of Europe's, especially France's development, and we have been their half a column. We have been their base. Society can't get the natural resources. We have been their base. Society can't get the human resources. We have been the foundation. We are the pillar. They have been in denial for quite a while because they don't get their way around it. They can do whatever they want for to pillage Africa, steal from me, and go with them. They were in control, and for quite some time now, they don't benefit from them. And now that Africa is waking up, especially the Sahel region, they don't realize, oh, we are losing our grips. Then God, they don't wake up. They know what's going on, and we don't begin to drip them come on na Africa. If you notice, all the French companies I think they're all gone. I know the CEO, any French company. I don't know if Total is still owned by the French. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might somebody need to check this. But all the big companies they will be being French-owned companies. When they hear them again across the West African region, across the ECOWAS region, and it shows that even the companies, the industrial companies are all. It's been affected by this shift. And Africans waking up. And so it's about time they change their approach and change their strategy. So now it's more like partnership. So that's why they try for can massage we now. Can't we say, let's partner together, let's do all this kumbaya nonsense. And why they not be don't think about this before now? Why they not be don't make the playing field level for we? Why don't we do that earlier on? Now that we would all wake up, begin take back within our own, and come back say, oh no, Lord come back, Lord begin saying goodbye. So the question is, should we trust them? That's the question. Should we trust them? And should we just open up, our arms to them? Is it going to be, we yourself need help? Is Africa going to be? And I'm happy that some of the key pointers them in this summit, where one of the things we really move me now, reforming the global financial system. It's so biased against Africans. It's so biased against we they suffer the most because the SWIFT system is owned by the US. Now the United States own the SWIFT system. And we get two major giants. We're not two major international card companies at all. We're not Visa and MasterCard. They are not owned by any Africans. We know African only sit on them board then, right? And so all the payments, all the small or whatever it is and decisions the way they make. They didn't think of we. They didn't think about we. It's so expensive for transfer money using the SWIFT system to any other country. All this money where they send, if you see what's in the court for the COT, it's huge, it's high. We cannot continue to afford that. Also, because the label we as third world countries, every time when they consider Africa as a high risk environment. So when they give you loan, for invest. So when they give you loan, they always increase the interest rates because they say, we're in a high risk environment, which is also quite unfair. For quite some time, they know they do that way. They make you find out that we pay debts away, we can pay and take because the interest rate keeps rising because they consider we as high risk. So looking at all these things, it's a good thing. But one thing will really irk me, I was livid why I eat that thing. Me bloody boil. Why I eat that thing? Now when Macron gets the temerity, the audacity for talk say, we are the true Pan-Africanist. That thing they boil me blood inside me body. For Yeri Macron talk that word. It's an insult to the Pan-African movement. It's an insult. You get the mind now say we and even acknowledge the Pan-African movement. Now we are true. I'm not thinking you understand within the Pan-African movement. I think they just come out and just say them because you want to make it look cool, you want to make it look acceptable, you want to make people have been fighting for so long for liberation, for freedom, for economic freedom. We have been fighting for so long for ideological freedom. We have been fighting for so long for free yourself from the bondage of the West, of European pillaging. For so long, people have died defending Africa. People like Lumumba then die because of waiting the West do. We see what Leopold do in Congo. You forget the audacity for can't say we are true Pan-African is an insult. And I felt bad that nobody not stand up against Macron and say no, you should not. I want to see some public outrage. These are the things people should be outraged. Like narrate based conversation. This you understand? Mm-hmm. So it was an unfortunate statement. And for Yeri, he say that you are not part of us. You don't belong to the conversation. You don't understand the struggle. You have been the oppressor all this while. For hundreds of years, you have been oppressing Africa, pillaging Africa, and now forget the audacity for can't say we are true Pan-African is an insult. Mm-hmm. So it just soured the whole conversation. And it just kind of like tell you say this guy is actually really trying to he want he want say things that we gonna make people in mind and change and open up back to them. Mm-hmm. And clearly I hope the world leaders, African leaders, then saw through that statement. See? And I hope then go this time around we don't want trade. So you know what aid. It's it's all about trade. And if the trade not the benefit we, if these deals they're not the benefit we directly, if it's not a 50-50 wins for all of us, we don't want. See what in China do right now, right? In 2001, China declared themselves a developing country. You know why they did that? They did that because they want for benefit from trade deals. Because if you say you're not developing countries, the tariffs and they kind of like ease off on you small. And now China is just, I think this session with then go. So China has declared themselves a developed country, equating themselves to countries like the US and Finland and Norway. Now they say they're not a developed country and they don't want any more concessions. We whatever when I throw at we ready for throwback at now, and that's exactly we Africa for the look forward to get into.
Okay, all right. Melvin, what do you make of the meeting? What do you make of the summit?
I get a mixed reaction. For every man can say that man, she can say keep quiet. And for me, that was an insult from Macron. But this is just a continuation of the scrambling for Africa. Donald Trump go China and Macron is Africa. It's just like the West, they are not doing resources. And if we lead as them, they're not radical enough. It might be what I'll call neocolonialism 3.0. Of course, the pact was important. There were leaders who were not enough. Of course, you know I'm not a fan of Mamadi. But his message resonated because the future of Africa should be of beneficiation. And one thing that came out very clearly for some of the leaders from Guinea to Ghana is high time for a win-win relationship, which Africa does not enjoy. So, if you follow journalist Larry Mado's interviews and his interactions, it is very clear that France seemed for the fullness of the Africa in the 1960s and 70s, when we missed the Industrial Revolution, that the same Africa they forget. It is now the time where we don't hear you say, no, we need win-win, not just on our resources, but in terms of respect. And yes, France might be jittery because they need raw materials, and that is shifting towards Russia, China, and elsewhere. But the bottom line there remains, France also realized that their hegemony on Africa is also winning, like how America, the hegemony over the world, the winning.
You think and one other country in West Africa, we a former French colony, we don't wake up. I mean, we see Mamadi Doumbouya of Guinea say Africa can no longer be a mere supplier of raw materials intended to power the world's industries. And you also mentioned for say President Macron expects say France could get raw materials from the African continent. But this statement from Mamadi Doumbouya, what do you make of him?
It's the most realistic statement, but however, it's not just about statements, it's about what steps are African leaders taking. Are they radically shifting or are they radically compliant? That is the bottom line there, and I think that needs an introspection. But the takeaway there is African leaders are beginning to realize that these Western powers, they are not doing us a favor. They are here because they want to benefit. So it's good that France may not say, all of us you talk French under the policy of assimilation means say you are a French subject or a French business partner. And this time they are extending their reach to Anglophone Africa. I think if the response of the British government or advisor for the Brits, they should be winning.
Okay.
Because France don't know say Anglophone Africa is very powerful. And if you combine Anglophone Africa, their outputs and inputs, it cannot be the same to that of Francophone Africa. Because just take South Africa and Nigeria, they're different other Anglophone countries in terms of inputs and outputs when it comes to global economics. So this is the reality of time, and they are waking up to it. But the thing there is, I was shocked that no African leader would say, you need to tell people that they keep quiet where somebody to talk.
Okay.
No black man, no black man, no that kind of rights or power or mind. Na France, Paris. But tell which man whether they talk or cause when say una keep quiet.
Hey,
That was an insult.
How na an insult? If they cause noise and they disrupt the program, and the president of France is there seated and he say una stop for cause noise and focus. What's in bad pardon the Melvin?
It's a breach of diplomatic protocol. We can't talk that. In a guess, in not supposed. The meeting of France be. The meeting of Africa be. So black man and this we move mentality in that cross the world. And for left. But many countries for people in Africa where it cause a lot of issues on the aftermath of colonialism. It was an insult. And Macron has some guiding. Because this is a man without no disrespect to her, he let me no respect. Let me become a big person. You want the response implementation. It's just this amount of control. You don't control well.
Maybe in a true son of Donald Trump.
I think I will look at this easy. Now I will control the economy like Europe or America. You can control in Africa. And that was the economic side of that. Not in. I think some of the things that we have announced, if they are fair enough, we can have a better deal this time around because they themselves know that Africa is waking up.
Yeah, if you say those are good deals, perhaps you will justify where you talk say in a true Pan-Africanist.
Who's the man with that true Pan-Africanist? Part of the godfathers of the abolition of slavery in America. Who's in England? France, they say Africa still is a colony.
Okay.
Until and unless they understand that Africa is no longer part of their colonies under whatever policy of association and assimilation.
Okay.
Then they are getting it wrong.
Okay.
So they cannot be Pan-Africanists. If they were Pan-Africanists, let them apologize for slavery. If they were Pan-Africanists, let them call out some of the discriminatory immigration policies. Europe and America where they suffer. So now but they are always under the tyranny of immigration surveillance.
All right.
They cannot be Pan-Africanists.
We need to go for.
Go and read so many Pan-Africanists that when the French contribute for change. Not only the troops will contribute, the French and the country will the of French some of the wars. Most of them have money because of the access saying about 2025. We are destroyed. So I think Macron, in all of the history of Africa and Europe properly, in some lecturing from African academics.
All right, you still hear the Epic Morning Show. Before we go for break, last ask you this very simple question. If something has happened to a business or property today, how fast are you able to recover them? We make you need J-Man Insurance. They are known for the fastest claim payment, so you can get back to your business without any stress. Plus, the premium is very affordable and flexible, where they work very well for you. Call J-Man Insurance on 088-220-137 or visit them on number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, very trustworthy and professional. You deal with the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us.
Some moments can call for calm, others can demand for energy. And with Karel, you get the best of the two worlds. For tea lovers them, Karel Aroti Premium Blend, they deliver true quality in every cup. The tea leaf they come out from high mountain area them. This premium black tea strong, natural and full of character. It will give you one different taste and fresh feeling. We go deal with you all day. With 100 tea bag na every pack, you go always get more for enjoy and save for share. Karel Aroti, feel the freshness of nature in every sip. And when you need energy for power you day, just take Aro Cafe. Made from 100% pure premium coffee. Aro Cafe, rich and gets fine smell. One cup will help you stay energetic and active all day. Quick for share and good for any time and any size. Two great choices and one trusted name. Karel with a bring premium tea and coffee for every environment.
You sabi
That's Salomon post good love Dando.
Baba, Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Now salon here and they make them. Now he make it always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. He fine for big person. It they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all. And you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Benny Mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Remember say, Benny Mix then a packet. And they write PLC panel. Benny Mix, they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, call number 44 Battle Street, Pitong, or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Benny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. We're live on Epic Radio 99.3 FM in the eastern part of Freetown via Choice FM, live on the World Radio app, that's Radio Garden, live on the Epic Radio website at www.myepiconline.com, but also the live in Apuja District via Radio Zime. Let me take calls now inside the program. You can call me on 079 994 993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Today on Friday again, and we review the biggest international stories of the week. Do you want a coffee that wakes you up instantly? Looking for a smooth aromatic taste that you can enjoy at any time? Need energy to stay active all day? Our Cafe has got you covered. It is
Epic Radio.
Pure, smooth and aromatic, keeping you feeling refreshed all day. Keeping you feeling refreshed and energetic all day. Just add hot water and enjoy a bold cup that fits into a busy lifestyle. Our Cafe, stay energetic, stay active all day. Brought to you by Karel. You're there with the Epic Morning Show, and you can call me now on 079 994 993. Call me inside the program. Today on Friday again, and we'll review the biggest international stories of the week. But as we try for established connections with callers them, Mr. Bangura, I ask you on waiting President Mamadi Doumbouya in comments, waiting and the mean for you. What do you think? Say you think it don't be that Pan-Africanist, just like how they see the rhetorics them. I mean, we see from the Ghanaian President John Dramani Mahama. This latest comment from a former French colony. The president of Guinea saying that Africa can no longer be a mere supplier of raw materials then for power the world global industries.
I mean, it's refreshing for you, Nandi, and it reinforce and state within in our all minds. And there's a wave. Things are changing dramatically right now in Africa. We don't want to be that place society you just can't work out, so you can't take raw materials and go with them. We don't want. I mean, take for example, they're not in mine. They discover diamond as Ireland since in the 1930s, right? But we ever get any diamond you find in this country? No. We don't get so many diamond mining companies in this country coming in, going, but none not ever say, you know what, let's not only just mine the diamond there, so let's try for process the diamond there, let's try for refine the there, so and then let the whole value chain in there. You know, waiting go all we export and customer that we go want for let them purchase them. That is what Africa should be moving towards now. We don't want no more coming in and just deal and then go. No, we want you for stay. You know the only deal. You see what in Dangote they do with oil, you know, in Nigeria, right? These are the kind of things that we need. We need more investment. We need more public-private partnership. And we need more investment from these big companies, these big institutions. My man, Saudi then gets their wealth fund. The US then gets then get DFC. Most of these companies, the European and then gets the European Union, and also then get the IMF and all these people. These are all funding agencies. We want them to begin fund entrepreneurs, right? We want to see money investment into entrepreneurs, and we want for CAM not only invest in the country, but specifically invest in transforming these raw materials, right, into a whole finished product. Nayaso, let the value chain in Nayaso. complete from end to end. This is no more a place for just raw material. See what's happening at the Congo. I mean, we see what's happening at Congo at the moment. We see the instability with the happening. With all the money, with all the resources, all natural resources, we see what's happening. That place not ever stable. That place not ever. They never enjoy, the benefits of what they get. Coltan is being mined there, but they don't enjoy anything from it. So it's refreshing in my soul for Yeri Mabado saying that, for quite some time, and they have actually suffered the brunt of, some of the poor and bad and disgraceful financial and monetary policies set by France, for example, and we forced them to use the CFA. So it's a refresh. I'm sure he speaks from a position of experience. He speaks from it talk the mind of him people them, within the people themselves they think and within they feel. It's about time Africa really veer towards not only just extraction but also let the value chain in there. So extraction, processing, refining, and then if you want, we sell them.
Yeah, Melvin, as we wrap up, what's your last message for Fambul where they listen? Hello? Melvin, the call is muted. Hello, Melvin? All right, we did have established connection with journalist Melvin Tijan Mansari na Abuja, Nigeria. But Mr. Banguga, go on for give you last message as we wrap up.
So my final message they go to we as Africans. We don't see what's in the go on at the world stage, and policymakers wherever you are, if you listen to the sound of my voice. Even the young one and for the camp, let them pay attention to what's going on, the paradigm shift that is happening in Africa right now, and let we focus more on developing what we have. Maybe don't come. Look, let focus on what we have. Let focus on developing our human resource, developing ourselves. Because at the end of the day, we the young, well, I'm not young again, but the one that when they listen to me, now I go for camp.
I want to really squeeze in, as we know the time long.
Okay.
But for squeezing at least a few calls there.
All right. Okay.
And as we wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show, you can call me on 079-994-993. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. This is Bakal from.
Bakal, go ahead.
I really like this question. I think God the bless we need us then. Follow the pay attention. It can look like Salon are the richest country in terms of mineral, the one on the world. When you camp and timber, and the best timber. You camp and diamond, you camp and gold, you camp and different things. And even now, they don't find out if Salon will get oil. So how then see us to reality? If there people that don't be discussing here, we don't begin to see hope. Then let we Africa, let we get love for we safe. Let we see.
Okay.
This man they talk about Burkina Faso. This man, despite any how people in the camp, but this man he gets a very good feeling for Africa. He gets a very good feeling. Let me use one money. Let me use one passport. Let me use one currency.
Okay. 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. See you on Friday again, and we review the biggest international stories of the week. We've of course looked at the Africa Forward Thinking Summit will happen in the Kenyan capital Nairobi, which was co-hosted by the Kenyan President William Ruto and the President of France Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron announced over $23 billion of investment to the African continent in lots and lots of sectors then. We don't see lots of comments then from African leaders them, including the President of Guinea, Mamadi Doumbouya, we say Africa can no longer be a mere supplier of raw materials for power the world global industries. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Now,
back on to the call from Obgon.
Back on to go ahead.
I'll tell you now, thank you. This year we happen to glad at all. What they say, we are the center for drugs. Now they tell the country go before. They put to the end. We're not glad at all. The winning don't go bad. So I'll stop so far. Thank you very much.
Pakwante, thank you so much. 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Today on Friday again, and we review the biggest international stories. Of course, the meeting between the US President Donald Trump and the Chinese leader Xi Jinping in the Chinese capital Beijing, who say the two most powerful men in the world meet. And then they, of course, President Trump say lots of success for America in that particular meeting. They also bring lots of big CEOs of American companies them in the meeting with President Xi in Beijing. That meeting day, of course, was also dominated by talks on the war in Iran. President Trump say he and President Xi also agree for say they will get the Strait of Hormuz controlled by Iran for be opened. We know China, they sort of import most of Iranian oil and don't be one of the countries mostly affected by the closure due to the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. But we wrap up now the program, and Mr. Bangura, your last message as we end the show.
Yeah, so I was saying people need to pay more attention. You know, international. I like this segment. I love this segment, and the reason why I love this segment is because it's directly connected to what's in the happen nationally, and a lot of people need to pay attention to some of these policies the way they happen internationally, because we can seem for not for pay too much attention, but it's all connected. And if you really pay attention to what's happening internationally, you will understand the way, like you understand why the way things are, you know, nationally and locally. You understand some of the policies in the way in the past. You understand some of the laws that they passed in Parliament. You can understand how the president they think. You understand why things are the way they are. So for me, a lot of people need to pay more attention to where they're going at the world. I just hope that this summit between President Xi and President Trump, good things come out of it, because as we don't only see now, so there is some cold innuendos of, you know, instability and distrust between these two countries, and these are the two largest economies in the world. We need them for the at peace with each other. We need them for really, you know, we need more collaboration, you know, between them two. If then two go then separate ways, if then two they are at war with each other, as we don't see with the trade war, with the tariff war and all that stuff, it's not good for, it's not good on us. It's really, really not good. And I just hope that there will be positive deals that will benefit both countries. And if that happened, then of course, me and you, Nayasu, self go benefit from that. And in this African summit, you know, where President Macron, you know, be going and talk some good things and some wild stuff. I just hope that money we then see they invest between, it's a joint investment between Africa and France. I just hope that that's happened, because to me knowledge and me understanding, France is kind of broke. France is really kind of broke.
Also don't reduce the aid to international to countries.
They are going broke. So I don't know how they plan for, you know, for finance the, you know, this thing. Maybe perhaps I mean they call a joint France and African investments. So now we get for put most of that money there. So I don't know side I get for come out, but be it as is, may a lot take you know, on face value. I just hope say they move forward with some of these things, and some of the conversations. Say why don't they are glad, are happy, and I hope we progress on some of them conversations there. And I hope say them conversations there go able to change the way you know, we are connected. We as Africans are connected with Europe and the US as at large.
All right, we
so
get
that, I mean, final show. Please tune in every Tuesday on my show. I get to talk to M Show the way you know, on Epic Radio 99.3, where they handle social issues, typical social issues. Now they handle every Tuesday 8 p.m. on Epic Radio.
What do you plan for handle this Tuesday?
I'm still thinking about it, but actually I've been on the talk about the past. I've been talking halfway is like the role of mama. You know, on Peking, the role of papa when raising a child. So I want to get the perspective of a Peking of a child. I'm looking at the role of a child in the life of a mama and a papa, waiting Peking for their responsibilities.
Okay. Yeah, Melvin, you get me now? Hello? Melvin? All right, we did for in the show. Still the Epic Morning Show, the live on Epic Radio 99.3 FM in eastern parts of Freetown via Choice FM. With the broadcast also live in Pujeon District via Radio Zimi. Epic Radio also live on Facebook and on YouTube and the World Radio app, that's Radio Garden. Up next, we'll get sports, entertainment, and business news, plus the review of the biggest national stories of the week with Reginald Sawyer. Until next week, my name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. Take care.
You need a bank that cares about you. We are here to lend a hand, and we will place no one above you. Modern banking may easy, whatever your dreams may be. Bloom Bank will get you there. Blooming together, we'll walk with you every step of the way. Banking with excellence at the tip of your fingers. There's only one bank, Bloom Bank Africa. We make it happen. Bloom Bank Africa. We make it happen. Bloom Bank Africa. We make it happen. Bloom Bank Africa. We make it happen.
Hello and welcome to Bees and Echo News with Marion Precious. George. Inside today's edition of the Bees and Echo News, Cairo Central Bank of Egypt Governor Hassan Abdallah don't confirm Egypt's crucial role inside Africa economic transformation during one media briefing with Afrimex Bank President Dr. George Elombi. The event showed the 33rd Afrimex Bank annual meeting, was scheduled for June 21 to the 24 in New Alamian City under the patronage of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Abdallah highlights Egypt's historic strategic partnership with Afrimex Bank, stating in status as a founding member, host of the bank headquarters and largest share. He also put the bank initiative, including the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System and the Target Platform for Transparency, with over 3,000 people where they expect for take part across the globe. AAM 2026 will focus on trade finance, regional integration, and the AFCFTA under the theme Intra-Africa Trade and Industrialization Pathway to Economic Sovereignty. Abdallah also called on media professionals them for amplify Africa potential and advocate for fairer global financial reform them. The Accountant General don't introduce the classification of the function of government into the 2025 annual public account, whether in line with international standard from the OECD and the UN, as well for breakdown spending by purpose inside education, health, and defense. The general purpose financial statement categorize expenditure into personal costs wey make up of wages, salary, employee benefits, and other charges, including project and domestic capital, capital outlay, excluding debt financing cost. Other charges dominate at 8.2 trillion euros, outpassing personnel spending of 7.2 trillion euros and capital expenditure of 1.4 trillion euros for a total outlay of 16.8 trillion euros. General public service topped the list at 5.5 trillion euros, spanning ministry them led by other heavy charges of 2.9 trillion euros. Economic affairs follow closely at 3.4 trillion euros, driven by the Ministry of Agriculture flagship program them and boost by 2.3 trillion euros in other charges, plus 794 billion euros in capital spending. Education ranked third at 2.8 trillion euros, with personnel costs we claim 1.8 trillion euros. Public order and safety hit 1.9 trillion euros, fuel 907 billion euros, and other charges. Health expands to 1.2 trillion euros, defense 897 billion euros, and social security 909 billion euros. Smaller function them include recreation, culture, and religion at 54 billion euros, housing and community amenity at 20 billion euros, and environmental protection at 153 billion euros. The new leone don show mixed flexibility against major currency dem from May 4 to 8 versus the US, while it becomes softer against the pound and euro during weekly instability. The dollar opened at 22.84,062 leones on Monday. The dollar opened at 22.8462 leones on Monday, edging up from 0.0048% to 22.847 the next day, before sharper 0.18% drop on Tuesday to 22.8051 and other 0.23% slide on Wednesday. In comparison, the pound claimed steady one from 30.8264, gaining 0.35% Tuesday to 30.9352 and another 0.22% on Wednesday to a peak of 31.0047, then dipped to 0.04% Thursday and Friday for end at 30.9885, when at a 0.53% weekly rise will signal importer pressure in the country trade reliant economy. Now all this we get for you today inside the Biz and Echo News. Mina Marion Precious George.
Good morning and welcome to Epic Entertainment Buzz with me, Fatmata Lebi. We can look at different category of music them, and today we dey look at the R&B. Rhythm and blues, wey dem can call R&B, be start from inside the 1940s, where Jerry Wexler been create for describe upbeat, blues-based music where African American artists be dey make. Early performers them, like Louis Jordan, be help shape an energetic sound. Inside the 1950s and 60s, R&B be evolved into soul music with artists them like Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder. Also them bring gospel emotion and strong vocals them to the genre. By the 1980s and 90s, them be blend contemporary R&B with pop and hip-hop. Also them produce stars them like Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson. Today, then they mix modern R&B with hip-hop, electronic, and global sound them with artists them like Beyonce and The Weeknd, where they continue for evolve the style. In short, R&B don't grow from blues-based roots to one of the most influential genres inside global popular music. Well, I'll give some R&B sounds them, then you relax your mind, and I will be right back. Stay tuned.
I'm just a player, a heartbreaker, and I don't care what people say. I'm just gonna play. Nobody knows tomorrow. All I know that one day someone gonna steal my heart, take my heart away, and fly away to paradise. I never fall in love, and I'll always be in love. In this game you win or lose, I'm a player for real. Love is a game, not every you. You're the only thing I got, and girl you're driving me crazy, so crazy. I've been loving you all my life, and I don't wanna be lonely, so lonely. Girl, you gave me life when you came into my world. So many others gone, but then I'm still breathing. You always hear my heart, you can hear my heart beat. Just you, I'll keep it safe. It's you, my baby, it's you. I wish for no one else but you. See, dead no, baby. Yeah. Thinking about you all the time, thinking about you all the time, girl. If you be my baby, I will stand by your side. Baby, this your beauty, don't make me don't fall in love. I give you money, I want spend on for you. Yeah. Call me, come back, I go there for you. So baby, come here, baby, come here. Yeah.
Baby, come here, baby, come here, come here, baby, come here, baby, come here. Anyways, I don't give some salon R&B sounds them for make you relax your mind. Now yeah, so we go draw the curtain down for today on edition of your Epic Entertainment Buzz. So till we meet again for another edition, me will bring this update to you. Me your name na Fatmata Lebi.
I got money I want spend on for you. Yeah. Call me Kabaka, go there for you. So baby, come here. Baby, come here. Yeah.
Baby, come here. Baby, come here. Come here. Baby, come here. Baby, come here. Anyways, I don't give some salon R&B sounds them for make you relax your mind. Now yeah, so we go draw the curtain down for today on edition of your Epic Entertainment Buzz. So till we meet again for another edition, me will bring this update to you. Me your name na Fatmata Lebi. Do have a blessed and a wonderful weekend. Ta-da!
Hello, good morning, and welcome to Sports Updates for the final week or the final day. So we start off with tennis as Jannik Sinner don't break Novak Djokovic in record with 332 consecutive win at the Masters 1000 event. And inside draft, Andrew Gilding don't win in fourth Pro Tour title inside in 442 attempts. He win the player competitions in 6 events inside Leicester. So managers of the season don't be nominated. So for me, despite being a national supporter, if Atete win the league, he might deserve the award. But Michael Carrick don't do a tremendous job for Manchester United. So I think he's also a strong contender for winning the title day. And the player of the season gets some good players. I'll stick with Bruno Fernandes based on in record the season. Despite Declan Rice is also a strong contender. And Igor Thiago from Brentford, Haaland, David Raya, Gabriel, and of course Morgan Gibbs-White and Antoine Semenyo, and all of the players will not be nominated for player of the season. And breaking news in the FIFA World Cup. So FIFA don't break that. They don't break a very big news. I'm happy for African clubs who will get players who will play in the World Cup. So for the first time in the FIFA World Cup, FIFA they pay $9,000 or 9,000 euros per player per game to clubs. So imagine Arsenal get like 5 players for England. So each of them players, then they Arsenal receive $9,000 each for the players, depending on the number of games where they go play. I want to see this money reflect on African teams like the Asante Kotoko, the Hearts of Oak of Ghana, as in a couple of players will go play the World Cup for Ghana. For this morning, now all is good for you inside Sports.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Blam bam boom bam. Dila Loba, Dila. We had a little riot in this town. The headline it got, you'll swear the whole island was burning down. But I had to laugh when a visitor turned and say, what the fuss about? This happens in New York every day. You know our sportsmen are rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. All the lovely buildings which shows our progress. There's nothing about that.
Beyond Foods the Fala. Hello, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show review segment. Today is Friday, 15th May 2026, and as I go like for welcome you to the final edition of the Epic Morning Show review segment. And today we can review the biggest local stories where they make the headlines inside the countries alone. And also we get top stories there where we go look at this morning. So you can be part of the conversation. The number you go do so now 07994993. The number again is 07994993. May the program reach you this morning. My name is Reginald Brian Ojukuto Soya. Remember, so we live on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. We live on Choice FM. For the one that we did in the eastern part of Freetown, we live on Radio Garden. For we all radio app user them, and also live on we website and safe on YouTube. Get Mohamed Tobi Kagbo now the studios go help me for give you the front pages of the newspaper quickly. And I also get for now Honorable Alpha Ben Mansai, when are the deputy spokesperson for the main opposition at Parliament, APC. Good morning, Honorable Asta. Good morning. It's a pleasure for getting at the program. Good morning.
I'm glad you're for there.
All right. So also they expect Honorable Indolo Gevau for joining in the program. But Mohamed Tobi is here. Good morning, Mohamed Tobi again.
Good morning, Reginald again. Yeah. But this time
in a different capacity.
Yes.
Exactly. We just get a few people. I think about 3. Let's just go through the first one. We get from Awoko. He say EU remains committed to democracy, human rights, and good governance. Deputy head of delegation. We also get Saint Salon validates gender and power analysis report on SGBV in universities, and Bio calls for transformative leadership at Landmark Africa Colloquy. Freetown play at 40, chapter 40, the big old boss. All of them story as well more than Awoko this morning.
May first speak this morning could be the Concord Times newspaper. Bio hosts leadership colloquium on courage, accountability, and inclusive governance. FCC begins 3 months clean cooking brocade pilots in Colette Town and Congo Town. I have been fired 1,000 times and still won the World Best Minister Award, Chief Ministers. Chief Minister, they say he don't miss sack over 1,010, but he will win the award for being the best minister. SLRSA engage Northwest stakeholders in Africa road safety chapter. These are all interesting, incredible stories you can find at Concord Times newspaper.
All right, and final pick here now the A to Z newspaper. We get Salon China deepening health partnership. We also get African nations strongly supports One China policy. A photo there of the China president Xi Jinping, and also we get students remanded over alleged forgery and fraudulent fee payment. And NAMIE conclude 2 days validation workshop. Health Authority intensify emergency response. All of them stories are showing more than the A to Z newspaper. These are the stories that we've got from the few newspaper that will get now we possession this morning. But quickly, let's just go through the we'll get different messages them from Karel, from Benimix, and all. So we'll take them and then we'll start off with the conversation. I'm going to introduce the topics that they discuss. First, we'll start off with the tea lovers, the one that we really like for drink hot tea in the morning. So you look for that tea where basic that natural tea will go refresh your body. You look for that tea way look good and healthy for your digestion. You look for that tea we go keep you for feel fresh all day. I would say now the answer we don't get you covered. I would say they make them from natural grown tea leaves. We healthy, refreshing and easy on digestion.
Epic Radio.
With 100 tea bag within every pack, you always get more for enjoy and say for share. Tea natural freshness in every sip. It'll be brought to you by Kyle. Now, look into the coffee lovers. You dey look for that coffee we go wake you up instantly. You dey look for that coffee we look smooth, get aromatic taste.
It's Epic Radio.
You can enjoy them at any time. You look for that coffee we basically pure, smooth, and it gets aromatic taste. It keep you energetic and it keep you active all day. Then our cafe is here. Just add hot water and enjoy a bowl cup. We go fit perfectly into your busy lifestyle. Our cafe stay energetic and stay active all day. Now let's talk about J-Man Insurance. So if something happen to your business today, how fast you can able for recover. So now we get this J-Man Insurance company where then sabi for make fast claim payment so you go get back to your business without no stress or no yagba. And plus a premium, a flexible, and it will work perfectly for you. All you just need for do now for go to the office within a 20 Adelaide Street na free tongue and then get insured today. J-Man Insurance, we are trustworthy and committed. Now finally, logo to Benny Mix lovers. As a parent, what you give picking for make he go healthy and go strong? Benny Mix na the answer.
Epic Radio.
Local grains and packed with 14 essential vitamins. Very good for the brain and the body. So no cooking, no stress. You can enjoy them at any time. Just make sure say BFC Day on the pack. Benny Mix, grow strong and grow smart. All right, these are the messages that I get for now this morning. Now, I introduce my topic. We still expect for get Honorable Gevau for joining the program. Well, anytime soon, according to him. But for the meantime, we get Honorable Ben Alpha Mansari, when are the deputy spokesperson for the main opposition at Parliament. Like Cantor now quickly, but before I Cantor, I like to talk on the topics where we go can review this morning topics that we really make the headline this week. One has to deal with the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, where is alarm over then delaying school subsidies, and no right vice president for make be aware. Plus, EDSA announced 12 days nationwide power disruption. Hydroelectric plant on the way for undergo annual maintenance from the 18th to the 29th. And then we go look at the issue of bread and butter house out there at the moment. Of course, earlier this week also, we get a statement from the the first flag bearer for APC as well. Maybe if we have time, we'll discuss about that one. But I know we'll start with the first one, which has to deal with the delay in paying the school fee subsidies. We see the SLTU write the vice president sometimes last week, and they inform her that will be vice president be mediate and tell them say then go to then go back to the classroom, then go be paid the 2024-2025 fee subsidies. Now, according to them, as at this moment, they not all received that last year, second and third term, plus 4 second and third term of this academic year, and then they ask for make the vice president really own up to ATBC and try for intervene in this matter. I'm sure you are aware of this particular press release where come out from the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. From the opposition standpoint, how would I view this recent development that has to do with the welfare of teachers and schools in particular, for make them get a subsidy so that the school go on effectively?
All right. Thank you so much. One thing I want to make family know, the free education will start under this government. The free education was introduced by Dr. Anes Baikroma. And then one priority way President Bigida Temde, he make sure say, whilst a grant free education to picking them, even though it be segmental, now a little bit of the higher class of SSS, no be get. But Fambu can attest say free the school fee subsidies was paid on time. And school semi they run, I'm not going to say 100% smoothly. Comparatively to now, you're going to see now far more better. But however, this government out a flagship, say free quality education. And so the quality, now I think say they add, rather than the free compared to what's immediate free education. And first time, parents not be don't carry so much burden. You know, because when subsidies can be paid on time at that particular period, in fact, again, what's in the people public for know, the number of schools then will be they get subsidy don't drastically reduce. Now, regional, you get schools and a community system, we get structures, then get teachers, but from where free quality education come, they don't ever benefit from the free quality.
Wow.
And they get food supply where they know they get.
Now the capital city or the provinces?
No, the provinces.
Wow.
This as a result now immediately. There are documents where they can go take now the field, come, submit now the inspectorate, who side they eat them, and then they eat them. And again, of course, their own threshold be don't reach. In the sense now, they go tell you say now, they not even approve schools. You can imagine school they will be don't approve since the APC time. Then they receive school fee subsidies. But since the free quality come, once they do that first assessment, up to date there are hundreds of schools where they not even enroll it from where they approve. As a result of them go tell you say money not for pay. But still we see all over the media say free quality education day. And coming to this school fees subsidy, and for me this is a national embarrassment.
Wow.
For
that's what you describe it.
Yes, why I describe it so it's a national embarrassment. SLTU not for persistently they pull press release for remind government for do what they're supposed to do. Why I say this? Schools then depend on the subsidies for run the school STEM from one term to the other. Then depend on the subsidies because we still get manpower gaps where in teachers and not in their schools there so. But the schools then depend on their subsidy also for able for pay. The teachers then we know they on PIN code. I can tell you say teachers and the way they don't give PIN code, but up to now their salary no reflects now they accounted for the last 1 year. Probably now budget constraint or maybe couple not for pay, you know.
Okay.
And so when I say national embarrassment, you know they pay school fee subsidy on time. You know they give teaching and learning materials on time. So all this go they weaken the performance of the schools. So for me, I they say, why really government choose for pay school fee subsidies? Since 2018, the enrollment where they na UMC primary school mo binche. Now that same enrollment, yeah, then I won't pay. I tell you so.
Okay.
Now that same enrollment, the government still they pay subsidy for. So that tell you say if increase be done from 2018 to now, not even if, and don't tell you say the enrollment, don't increase, and that enrollment where government can give and attach money to that kind of enrollment every year, they tell you say if fake, accurate. Since they do that assessment in 2018 or 2019, now that same money then they pay. And now they tell you say now 10 loans, when at 10,000 old loans and they pay for one picking. So and see what's in the happen now. The parents them they take the responsibility for manage the schools them. Because if you don't pay school fee subsidy on time, first term, second term don't pass. By the time and they say third term, now the member for pay first term school fee subsidies. So would I expect them for take the responsibility? Now the parent. So now you where they pay 10 loans for me, you dey all over say they pay millions of loans for each picking. Now we the parents them, the school they ask in different grand style. You know, one kind of way the schools then can ask for money, where in fact fear not they any longer. First send them be the threatening. You know, for take 1 cent now any parent here. But how you go able for threatening again for my school no ask for money? So for one picking a primary school, a parents they spend not less than 100 loans per term.
Wow.
Not to as a direct payment to, But then after the normal when the request for say pay this, you go begin to imagine why the free quality education. Yeah. So and how schools then go function effectively when subsidies and the delay, and why teacher and they continuously for feel neglected in the schools there. So for me, it's a national embarrassment, and this I think say government don't bet more what you know able charm.
In other words, are you saying government not being able, they not do a case study, no carry the whole, and just rush go into is that what you're saying?
You know what they do there? Most times, a government, a party one car in power, especially the SLPP, then look at the word free. You can imagine, then win a lot of students their minds with the SSS3, that of the SSS4, and also the free education where they can say nobody no go pay fees from class 1 to SSS. Yeah. So this be able to convince the people them. And how them fake them? The projections where them be do, remember, President even talk about shoes, bags, not also?
Yes, sir.
Uniform where they supposed to forget. Then say where them block the leakages them and then corrupt practices there when they do the money no more than go see if you go able to take care of the education system. So for me, they not be do proper research. They would have paid attention to the teachers, their happiness in the class. You know, recruit more teachers. When they tell you say we don't recruit boku teachers, for hire na one, but for pay salary, teacher salary na two. Up to now, we get teachers within at the various schools them where they struggle, they don't go give them, they don't go through exams. Again, this exam introduction where they say each teacher for go take exams. And from there
now
again,
you can't begin pay for license.
yes, license. And from there again, you say again, many teachers and go sit the when they don't sit the exams here for apply. Quota they don't come out, but for pay the teacher salary, teachers then they come on upline for kind of free tongue, for can TSC, over and over again. Why I don't get PIN code, but still I don't get salary yet. So this is a tell you say now, all the schools they're mostly upline. Teachers then they supposed for the starting schools then they not stay there because they not get what they're supposed to get. So let's say you take care of the teacher feel good. But whose parents they were not able to pay 10 loans? Whose parents they were not able to pay 60, 70 loans per term? Even in secondary, what's no more than they ask for? In fact, now the parents are responsible now for sport. Now the parents are now responsible for even for buy chalk, for buy basic things and for run the school. Because government no they give to time. So which is why SLTU can give them press release, of course, then they show that their responsibility as a body will represent the interests of the teachers them, and all the time we are negotiating, voting for be the responsibility of government. You know, if we don't take education for be a priority.
That is what they did. They announced education, free education as a flagship for the first time. And all. So when you say them for don't take them as a priority, is it that they don't take as priority? You say?
No. For me,
only lip service.
No, you know, government so prioritize political propaganda over educational functioning. Any government where they delay education funding, they indirectly they delay the future of the nation. Quality don't drop drastically. I say this conversation, not to like for at the talk because me na APC. Not to APC stronghold schools then they suffer. All over the country, schools then they suffer. Schools for one from term to term. We for able to prioritize what's one really important. It go again at the health sector, the challenges they but every day look then they are. I see Mike they post they don't pay NPSC fees was not to today Salone government don't begin pay for exams from Dr. Ernest Bakuruma in term, then they pay for NPSC, then they pay for Becker, then they pay for us. So it's not strange. It's not about going to pay for exams fees. It's about what is happening in the schools. Now schools are even one sport. These extra curricular activities. You know, say regional sporting activities. Now one moment now the way boku picking them and parents them. He feel so happy. They see how excited are the parents. But now you go now, schools are not able to do sports. Schools not able to do sports. For let a school one for do sports, past then they go and bigger thing out of the school fee subsidies. A school for able for organizing sport. So also sport activities don't die out. So how picking they go school, they not get gladdy for the year. Where you know see na them moments and they go dinner in colors, na them moments and they go take part by events, na them moments and they go be part of in life memories. That's where you grow up. Now this event I run, now this prize I get, now this thing I do when I go to school. Now everything just boring. Picking they go school, sorry. Teacher they go school, it boring. Everything just don't become boring.
Was it not happening so on a night or happen for me this government coming to power? Or this will happen? Is it not a perennial problem about lateness of fee subsidy?
My brother, ever in the history of the era of Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma and to that of the era of President Bio, coming to even salaries. Now this government will don't get the highest delay of salaries, salary payments, they go beyond the month. It overlaps until the 4th, 5th, 6th, 9 teachers or people and they receive salaries. It not ever happen. And I always say, and if you do go pay a rate of 10 loans for school picking, we don't get rising cost. Even now, you can imagine from 2018 to date now 10 loans in the paper picking. So this data you say it is stagnate the school because rising cost of commodities only. You know they supply teaching and learning materials on time. You want to tell me say that price of chalk since 2019 now the same price of chalk to 2026? No, it's not possible. So for me now more of lip service, political propaganda all the time, but you go to the ground, you feel sorry for education in this country.
All right. So that is for the first topic. By the way, again, public, we reach out to Honorable Givao. He did assure us that it's coming. We shared the topic with him, and we did follow up as well, confirming that it's coming, but we've not seen him yet. So it's just fine for the family. No way they listen the program. But again, next topic, EDSADO announced 12 days national power disruption as Bumbuna Hydro electric plant to undergo critical annual maintenance, and then say it will start from the 18th to the 29th. Now they say they don't provide alternative means, the car power ship, the generation center at Kintom, the one at Black Road. They say they want in the, and also they say the car power ship will increase in generation. For the time being until they but the light business now one way now of national concern now honorable Ben Mansari, the light business now some area then they started open full line, some man at 12 days, some man don't go 2 months, some man 1 month, you know they get light. You they get light now, you are honorable.
My brother, now where I go upline, life better a little bit. Yeah, because I know see now upline and they and there are certain areas, of course, the government of President Koroma introduced the rural electricity project since 2016. You go now, one of my chiefdom headquarters in Bradford, then they enjoy electricity there due to that UNOPS project.
Okay.
You go to other chiefdoms, of course, with them batteries, they don't die out. At least then you get in 2-3 hour light. Now then you don't headquarters them. But like Freetown, you know they even see 5 minutes. For me,
and they are not the capital city.
This government almost legalized blackout. One thing we left normal and I for good lady paper and a parliament say this country will they endorse blackout. And I begin to think about what he really now priorities them. When President Bio came and in government, he condemned the car power ship. That was
when we do bad contracting.
Yeah, bad contract, and that was a temporal. In fact, already we own agreement at that time with car power ship. He don't know. We know they no money. They no meet no debt. For saying that this that APC left for car power ship.
On a left and clean for them.
Clean for them. And the ship park. And when they come, they say, boy, it look like say no more. You just see by no more like who they talk about austerity. Salon Day now over 10 times austerity now. Who for the austerity. And now, but no longer use them because they say APC left in austerity. Just like the car power ship. Then can them buy them. They not only buy the car power ship. They increase the tariff. Shoot them up for people. You see the data tariff to that of EDSA, the unit we plant buy, you know, when you buy 100 units now the units don't drop. And so I begin to think, say, why we really for look a whole city for become a city of darkness, because one due to a failed planning as a country, we're not able to plan properly. The institution so corrupt, the electricity the sector is so corrupt. The contract them no good, and every day.
This is the sector where the president have been the former minister of energy before I appoint for almost a year. Is having that.
Yeah.
You think for the time the president take over the term without Dr. Kande Kole-Yunkela for also oversee, lead that sector there and all. Have we really made progress in this electricity?
When you compare Kanja versus the other minister we take over when I be president bill, Kanja do exceedingly well. And some school of thought go tell you say, if I don't better Kanja for don't date than he commodity. There was a time where I say it was on newspaper, they asked like that current minister of energy for resign. And this was the time when
who was the current minister?
The way President B.O.B. did it. And not say for resign as president.
Yes, for resign as
for resign as an energy minister. Because the take up that ministry they not build anything. You understand?
No impact.
And right now, so you can count on a flight. You know, one beauty way they see in a country, now way they in a plane, where they land a lunge, you come, you see light. Now one of the attractions and the way any country is supposed to forget. And the issue of Bumbuna shutdown, where I listened recently, it don't expose a national weakness in general, because government say the shutdown for annual maintenance. Nobody know the dispute annual maintenance for happen. Why is it now not close to the time where rain they come? You know, say any slight rain we can 1 or 2 times, the fall they fill with water. So why is it that now you decide for maintenance Bumbuna? Yeah. So for me, this is a very deeper problem as a country. We electricity sector don't fail in entirety. So we just look for we don't know who side again we go.
You worry?
Very worried. Very worried. Salon, they say anytime where Salon people are quiet, they're not the talk. The nation is in pains. The nation they in tribulation. The nation they in high trials. The nation they like a place of famine. Who say grass not the go. A place who say plantation not the go. Now so Salon look like. Yesterday I put a commentary out. We say I see on one of the newspapers this morning, or 1 or 2 newspapers this morning where I released a commentary. Now that Salon for accept who self say we they under sanction. We they under sanction like country where the whole world are abandoned, say we not for come out, we not for go inside in the sense nothing of for, so we can use the brain cell for fix the problems then.
Wow.
Because Reginald, if we not see we say like say we don't in a tight place. Because corruption don't become endemic that every day, not from day one Salon day on a corruption, but the excess way in which we don't see corruption on day in this government. It will begin to see say collapse now they see. Where they see a movie, one part of the building for done so, they see the other part for done so, you see the other part for done so. And so if we not get a permanent fix, we can say president on travel, it will attract investors to come, and then water not for be a political agenda in this country. This is a government that came with full promises of new direction. So we they say if water still no problem, And water will continue to be a problem if we not allow private sector for manage with water. Guinea, I go Guinea sometimes back, 8 months back. We are the least pan body get a gas cooker. In Conakry. And even if na young man and get pan body, no more. Then get a gas cooker. Electricity cheap na Guinea, affordable and accessible. And so why Salone or Wall City now? People that don't accept now say, okay, if now so government say law leave so. So for me, I can say the issue of the Bumbuna, the Kappa ship, the CLSG, the emergency
there is this non-energy where government they say also they come in for help for solve this energy business. Once the non-energy project will have been completed, electricity disruption will be a thing of the past.
Come again?
The non-energy, they say once it could be completely fully installed, electricity disruption go be a thing of the past. We'll begin.
So what thing really go wrong now? If we be the get light until we wait until pass them, fix them, one day we then cancel. We'll say electricity issue will be a thing of the past. What thing really go wrong now with the car power?
So you don't get hope in the system that things we might fix this at the
my
moment.
brother, any positive Sierra Leonean will think of hope for I always say we don't want to see let this government fail in entirety. Already the fail mark they don't reach there. But to know they fail too beaucoup to the extent that when the APC take over governance, they can't take time for fix the problem. Honorable Abdul don't introduce the monthly press conferences. We can recommend this is not the national dialogue we can do. We recommend to this government say, "Una law fix this, una law fix this, una law do this, law do this." Then listen. But I say, when you put mediocres in the media, we just believe say no one assignments they can do for the talk right. You're not gonna know exactly what's wrong. In order they know exactly what's wrong. Now the one way they way we say every day we put in hand down in the $8, it get in thermal generator without if even it's another. It get in solar if even it's another. And it can talk comfortably for Selexi Salone, okay. So I say with quietness, with silence as a country. Don't be a quietness where everybody for worry about.
That's a result of because the country they in pain.
The country they in pains. So Salone, say sometimes they beat picking say you don't cry again.
Now that's the till now.
Now that's it they will be. You don't beat picky, don't cry. The voice all don't go down. You beat now say if you are like saying an aesthetic than you. So now that kind of way the way Salone people don't feel now, we don't feel the pain of the high cost of prices of commodities. We don't feel pain that even we wrote them we don't promise for do. Now they see Mike Berewa they post Mike Bere Bridge, they post different bridges them. Where he be say not to really that scorecard day for the part of them. So that we body don't get now an aesthetic now. You pinch me now, I know they feel again at the beer. I they wait for the day who they say will they go now the ballot box.
Honorable, this sort of topic even though not a part of the topic that we are sent to you, but again now una been doing a parliament. We see the leader of the opposition write an 8-page letter together with all the APC MP them na parliament concerning this drug issue where they go on at the moment and drawing the president's attention to, and the letter was addressed to His Excellency, even though no see it officially come out and respond. And waiting propel the APC leadership na parliament or the APC MPs them na parliament or na the caucus na parliament for come up with short a letter 8-page for that matter for draw the president's attention on the international image of the country. We don't be associated with cocaine and all that sort of illicit drugs. Last time, you know the deputy spokesperson waiting push you now for do that at this point in time.
You see, let God bless Honorable Abdul. Let God bless the leadership of Parliament. We keep saying that there are so many issues we don't take up. If this government now be a listening government, but things don't change. Because responsibility as opposition now for checkmate the government.
No, they play that whole day.
Who they play that whole day big time. Watch we debate them. Check the answers. Watch we debate them. We always cry loud. When the issue of this kush be ravaged the country, you they see people and they defend deaths. When they pick dead body, then are treats. People and they defend. They say na 2019 kush come. I mean from Anesco Mine Term 9 kush come. People and they defend everything where they happen in this country. We stood in that well. The leadership of Honorable Abukabu held the meeting with us. He said, honorable members, we should stand by our people. Our young people are dying. And at the end of the day, we push until we see the president now go visit the rehabilitation center yeah. Where be there at that time. And you see the efforts they all make will break the chain. But one thing where they cover, what we call the veil. They veil this drug issue in this country, especially this thing we go for do we name we don't know the news all over the world.
For the right or wrong reason?
For the wrong reason. They don't talk about Kutensi. Huh? We don't get your slider cast now. Now Umar Sheriff now get. Why not pull Umar Sheriff laws here? Show on our television say this Umar Sheriff will get now watch him. We not get your slider cast. Up to date, they not talk to nobody. And several times we don't see we name the flyover news. Say na the cocaine they come out na the. You see, this is not something we should politicize. This is something we should accept as a nation that it a spoil we as a country. Some man just believe say we internal don't just know. It can just pack in bag and go. It left the country under crisis. What's in the effect of the drug issue? One. It ambog we image. In fact, even with restriction with America, when it comes to visa and other issues, it's not disconnected to this drug. And again, Europe now the last side we don't left for we. We very soon we go get problem. And when this problem touch we as a country, not to SLPP they choose, not to NGC they choose, not to APC, now Sierra Leoneans and they face their embarrassment there. And no investor no dey where we can invest not only outside electricity no dey, and also you know we can invest outside the no say then they na a gateway for drug. So we fear now that government for step up and they will pull strong voice on this issue, but they remain silent. They not they talk.
Are they not doing anything on this?
They not they do anything. And what is wrong? So now I make Honorable Abukago say. It raised a red flag. Say something needs to be done. When your country lost trust from investors, it lost trust from donors them. You don't put that country in a crisis. So now we don't already endorse blackout. That blackout now a common thing now. It just feel like for drink water. All the money we grab for drink water. So all the money we grab for see blackout. In the daytime if you see blackout. Now net if you see blackout, it's legal. So it's coming again to the area of drugs that okay for we okay there is no crime committed for Sierra Leone for always they not the news. The biggest and the largest tons of cocaine. Then say na a come out. So the speakers then kick and say they not communicate to we it. Nobody not talk to we it. And when they get defensive blunder, then they score by so, but he still they play. Not so. It just seem a football. Then they broke the defense, then they score, but he still they play. Because you just think say you go win at the end of the day. But I think say the winning what we need as Sierra Leoneans. Now a win for able for clean this image. President Bio came that he was going to clean the image of Sierra Leone. Yeah. And one thing then when they talk about image, I think say that be corruption at the whole thing. Set the commission of inquiry, not so. Then count a Nigeria man, spend millions of dollars for say, spend almost 3 years for chase APC. And now here is the place we've landed. So Honorable Abdukabo, don't make them back open. You go to ECOWAS, you raise serious concerns, not only on the issue of this drug, but so many issues we surround about the peace and unity and the development of the country. So we hope, say, the letter where President Bio don't receive now the open letter. Yes, of course, he go act on them. And the president must not continue to slumber. We see every day gladness day over the country. Now, one green gladness now you see. In Bond, it's a party office. In Kono, it's a party office. Of course, Moambayon, they're not able to forget what they're supposed to forget it for Med and Donna. Instead now a massive party office. And so that's the only gladness one I see with the scene of the country. The only other thing again what I think say now, where you sleep and wake, now blackout. And Reginald, I keep saying this as a Sierra Leonean. Any positive Sierra Leonean will hold a position of trust if you sleep with this country and wake with this country. If you sleep and wake and think, say, the health sector with the 80 over the percentage of improvement on the maternal deaths, where they put in figures, we hospital and they still run without drugs them at the hospitals there. We PHU staffs them, then they strain. Ambulance service now still a serious challenge in the country. People and they still buy gloves now hospitals them when they want to see them patients them. We don't get priority. We for sleep and wake and think say education still the struggle. University fees they increase. Now you see the bully now where they within the education, the technical and higher education sector. Where the Minister of Technical Education, you know, maybe you go read later, the anti-corruption in release with them pull, that all the one the way they accuse at the University of Salome, no guilty of anything.
I see on one newspaper, yeah.
And you can imagine the political bully where they, the power that be, you are a minister, wherefore can add value to the education sector. Instead now for inject a vector of division, a vector wherein it disrupts the education process. Today, the Tertiary Education Commission is shut down by the very Minister of Technical and Higher Education. This now a body where they for supervised universities. It's been shut down by just an authority way they use for bully. Today again, the Multi-Magai Technical and Higher Education again. It get problem. So you go from one issue to the other, We lay agreement in Parliament. We know they see then it can't to effect. As I speak, we don't lay an agreement for the toll road between Mabang to Gbangbatu Junction. Up to date, I don't know what he go on, what the investor don't afraid for come invest in that toll road system. We don't see the road from Songo to Mabang. We are in government forget about 45% of money to the couple way left from Mabang, Urbere Bridge, and Mwamba Junction Road. That part for let government fulfill. This world guy is easy. CSC no work from that for that road day. Because they know you give them couple. But yes, still would they see say like say the country better by what you they see by the gladness to they see. So me, I keep saying we don't wreck as a sheep, not the country. We don't really wreck like a sheep we don't wreck. And so we just be a normal and say, when I say if you sleep and wake, nothing will do you. Tell Papa God, thank you.
Continue with your Honorable. And one go for short break. After the break, we'll start for take calls. Remember, we reach out to Honorable Indolo Givao. Yeah, sure we say we'll come, but we not see him at the program. So, just so that the public know. They can go for a very short break. After the break, I begin for receive. Una calls them. Stay tuned.
You sabi Benny
I can tell you, that Solomon is fast food love Dando.
Baba, Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Now salon here they make them. Now he make it always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking go strong, smart and healthy. He fine for big person. It they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all. And you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Benny Mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Remember say, Benny Mix then a packet. and they write PLC banner. Then it means they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, call number 44 Battle Street, Peton, or call on 078 134
Epic Radio.
073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Benny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
Well, me fumbled them. This not just another promo. Epic Radio. This not just another advert. This my love song for the best juice in town. Sierra
Epic
Juice.
Radio.
Sarah Juice.
The only on site for sale.
Sarah Juice.
So refreshing.
So refreshing. So fresh. Sarah Juice.
The only on site for sale.
Sarah Juice.
So refreshing.
So refreshing.
Sierra Juice. Made in Salon.
All right, so I'll begin to take the calls now. 07994 993. Hello, good morning. Name of the call you from?
Good morning, Alex from Fobelu.
Okay, go ahead, Alex.
Indeed, there is difference between we supporters and politicians. Free quality education, it started way back from the late President Pakabai Tenai start, and it continued with the former President Esbai Kuma and up to President Bio now. We don't add more value into it. We don't extend it to secondary schools, right? Then the area of teachers then. We will get teacher strike when school is closed during the school time. When school open, it takes 3 weeks sometimes, or 2 weeks before teachers begin to teach effectively. Then what I say backlog salary, you're not paying for 4 months, 5 months. That was the simple thing that we have to do those days. It be clear, say we able backlog. But from seeing this government can, we know about backlog of salary of teachers. Only subsidy where they deliver pay. So the area of teachers then salary, it don't be a past. Now teacher they get pin code. Any teacher where then at the payroll, they pay you money on time. And only subsidy had the delay small.
Right.
Then going to electricity, this government here don't strive a lot of things for electricity.
Thank you
Don't try
very much. It's more than 1 minute, please. 1 minute 20 seconds, Danny. 07994 993. We have to make way for other people. Maxwell, hello. Hello. Yes.
It's a good morning. I mean, a concerned citizen.
Yes, concerned citizen. Make your point.
For this lecture, I will talk about, we don't get coming now from way back, we don't come for this lecture. That waste to energy. But it's no effort for that business. The government, they politicize business, have too much, maybe it's like business, they want to corona this country. But we don't pass that stage now. We better they come here around, they don't see 1920, I'm not saying for aware of that coming, they don't come. Long term waste to energy. Not to like, but it's the only improvement. The black culture, they go work. So we think government want to do now. For we now, this country. Thank you.
Okay. 07994 993. Now the number where you self can be part of the program this morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, morning.
Good morning, Mr. Foya. Now, Paconte call from Obugon.
Yes, sir, Paconte. Go ahead and make your point.
But there will be politicians. Let them solve it for this light. We they suffer. They know they give we lights. Why they not for giving lights? Now we right. Now make we put them there. Now make we put them there. They make they suffer. Now food cancer, easy. You don't cook in plastic. You don't put on a fridge. Before the marana morning, the plastic don't well. What is the truth? Don't put salon first. Don't forget about politics. Let the country go before. There with a break. There with a suffer alike. There very much.
Thank you, Paconte. Now gone. 07994 993. The number where yourself can be part of the Epic Morning Show review segment. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Pamusa
Pamusa. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
And the first and first what they talk, and Elsa don't put garbage in New England field day before yesterday. Even with sister, when I marry, they fall under accident day. Life go and come from morning to evening till where you take, life they go and come past 20 times. So all people can claim saying a fake cable with people then they buy. No, that idea there, yes. Light can say yes, not true. But because of the lights they go, lights they come, and I want like else read to them people then they. For let them go talk to them. Let them do something for them. And at the culture, they had people them. The fire became born from even 10 money. Fire they burn people them property. Now health and then the cost too. Because of light code, light come. And like commodity, and then we brought the way and then at the studio. Really, Natalia know say all the problem of this country they know about them. And they're able to solve this country for let this country grow. But because of Nabadats. And at the another left nobody, all the politicians they then get bad that for this country. Because of their land book, then they know how the country for run. And but they know the greed. No, Blauna Sabi explain really. Let up me, brother.
079994993. Pamusana Razak, thank you for your calls. I see get Honorable Alpha Ben Mansari, the deputy spokesperson for the All People's Congress na Parliament. And Honorable Givau Nokam, we invite him, but he not can the program this morning. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes,
this is Bakar from Fumex.
Bakar Fumex, go ahead.
This is a clear picture to we brother Zem, we brother Namta. But let you understand, see, the APC and SLPP not to the same. Despite we get the worst executives at APC. And they tell you, these executives where they want the APC are the worst executives. But the APC get the tools and the material to move this country to any level. Let you see the kind of things this man the outline. It's correct, it's very, very correct. Now waiting they touch on the people and now waiting they meet with the ordinary masses. So if then they happen, we need to understand and we need to acknowledge them. If there people and they talk about education, now education first. Because now the beginning now then they go to school, now that's and they go dance, then the other things so then they go do. The left day again come to the light. Then people here come, then meet we get light. Then take this light here, then scatter them. Light will be only the on. Then take the light, then send on a different side where they don't make provision. Then begin shape the light, they scatter how they want. Exit if they up. Suffer the people them. Punish the ordinary Sierra thing. They're going to give you talk, then they're going to give you all different talk. Thank you.
079994993. Few calls more will entertain, and then we try for draw the cutting down. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes,
Epic.
sir. Yeah.
Rogers, Juba.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I listen to the Honorable. I tell and thank you because you don't really show what they do from 1967 to this moment. If now people that will before don't change this country, they before don't change them for long. Even when if they talk about light, then come on power just 4 days 9 light go. So it's like now 69. I don't know if now so man they call a Bukumba against so you turn out anyway na 69. So if they talk about education, yes. Now the same people then will be don't spoil education from the day one and then the spoil and even to now. Now pray God for we succeed from this kind. Many so we dey under.
Thank you, just now, Juba. 079994993. Let's take this other caller quickly. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Mom.
Yes.
Yeah, this guy come from Bo.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I don't listen to you, Honorable Kalifane. First of all, they talk about light now, speaker. Honestly, I don't talk the truth in this country because everybody they die will get for face judgment at this world and to God. You get for face judgment to God. Let the Honorable be honest. The time with Anes by Kurma be the campaign at this country. They make sure say we get sustainable light now, free time. You know, say all over the country they say free time. But until now, APC they know say now they don't put this. Especially free time to this kind of best in this city. Now they don't make this city, I don't come to the darkness city in the world. They know if I fix the electricity in this city now hand, they come out, they go. And the same way they left off and I like go. Hello?
Yes, you're on, yeah.
So when either Honorable the done a radio station, they condemn talk about this government about life. Whether now they take action, they dance up or dance, where they take power, dance up or dance for life. They go count my king at Senegal. After and I'm the Minister of Energy. It like criminal business to we in this country.
Yes,
they invest that money.
Thank you very much. It's over 1 minute. Please, we want to give chance to the others. Let's take other caller quickly. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. Good morning. I was trying to call from Manchester.
Go ahead.
I made a contribution. First of all, as you say, give out in Okan one. Not because of they're not exhausted, because of rhetorics for the tell stories. It's not easy for letting people out the kind of public for can't talk stories. Then get to think about it, but it's actually shameful for letting they come. Regarding the light issue, nothing where we still the question how they get for try get natural things that we will discover in a salon for make light. I see KKY been say about that ethanol and about that new program. These are all things that are like they say at the proposed from somebody in plan. We will not know if it becomes sustained. But what you will see now, then they ignore it as well for expand. When they think of Magbas areas, they will grow sugar cane and employ people and produce this ethanol where they give energy. We have good energy, we have clean energy. But then they wait for donors. And there is a restriction because now we get national cohesion problem. We get nationalism. We see this picture where all the leaders that they go and give. So now they think of how the debt them therefore reflect. Then debt them will reflect because uncertainty in the country. Anytime when you get debt to uncertainty today, the debt when you pay, they increase the interest rate. So there is always a debt problem. So this is a problem with the leadership where you get emotional intelligence for citizen and me for stand for begin to preach good cohesion. The election campaign, the left to be active. People that feel the impact of it, then will benefit and vote for me. But I know when they go say you're not APC or you're not Black or you're not Joseph. No, it's the message you get for give. And the direction of funds, when we see, then they go to areas of party interest development and therefore look of nationalism because people then will question, what are you doing? These are the big things. So it's a matter of how they therefore reflect on this, bring things to the table. You as a leader, you begin to preach those messages, we will bring cohesion because if people then feel the impact, then we'll surely vote for you. But it's a matter of spreading messages they're not going to find. Thank you very much. I don't want to keep on along. Yes. Now they do well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate this caller. If we could get more than 1 minute. He used the normal top up. He called all the way from England. And normal top up. We know how we expensive. Not a WhatsApp call. So just so that people have no say. I mean, we know they don't feel like be on fair advantage. Somebody out of salon and they use the normal top up for contribute. We appreciate them. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning,
Ajazi, yes. Go ahead, brother.
The problem in the face country. Hypocrisy and big problem. People then take themselves, them put on the food and left the country behind. And I'm able to get that concept to the into the country because now big hypocrite plan is any teaching what in this say always they complain. After when it was a common like poor family background, it was stopped at the age of 25. Or actually so you don't want. Hello?
Yes, you don't, yeah.
Okay, so you don't want. As soon as you don't want to know you at the background, for how long would they for this same thing for complain no more say they want and so they do that? Also, that's what they don't want again. We need to provide solution where go stop all that thing that are in cases. But every time them people and call like this legislation, when they want that they talk say they want that this so to not happen. Then they get people they call them people look for expect for say they for change things. They can't tell you say they want to like nobody does. If they want they call this country, why would I know what kind of fix the same thing? As soon as they come and complain about the same thing, we don't have to let them talk about it. As this we are young one the way they come up, for copy from them, many people really come at this legislation. Don't for expect much from them, but always they disappoint you. Thank you. SLR or SLR for more than that starts last year for making model. Till now, we still let the control them. And then see, I'm not so favor with the acts. Now, right now, supposed to they all are basic thing. The machine and the damage.
Thank you very much.
Not start so bad. Don't have control. This is what we need for all parliament.
Ajazi, thank you. Maybe 2 more calls and then I can't honorable Alpha Ben Mansari for responding. Hello. Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
good morning.
Morning. Anamta?
Sorry. Yeah, thank you. I use the extra light.
Oh,
sorry for
okay.
the. Yeah. Man, to be honest with you, I tell you them politicians, they're not honest, they're not sincere, they don't get God fearing. At least this is honorable. To be honest with you, if you never be the shame, man, yeah. They're all appreciated from the time that is continuing to about light, water, then care. 65 years, man. Now, now, tell you we don't know who are the longest them. We don't know who fish light. We don't know who fish water. We don't know that just, they mismatch for this country. God will beg the challenge of God. You got to change. Because the man to be for nothing, God will punish you all. It's simple for that they can't talk there. And it's bad, my brother. People in the sofa. Now provoking a guy can tell you. We are all like provoking, but God could possibly go to do that. If you
please just make your point. 07999949993. Just make your point. No, make your point peacefully without attacking or without using any word we go be offensive to the panelism and all. I mean, we get programs or discuss on national issues. Let's discuss them and let's don't use any personal attack or so. Hello, last call for
good morning. This is Jofele from Affairs.
Yes, go ahead.
First of all, I know say this present government they don't fail we since them first 5 years. Now we're not the fire. But what they say where the opposition can radio for can't talk. Like what other previous people they talk say they know they need talk about anything a solution. Now waiting they do bad.
Jokele. All right, Honorable Ben, now give chance to respond to the callers this morning. A lot of calls them as you take notes. I get it time now for respond to them callers and that's what they try to wrap up.
All right. Firstly, make a respond to the caller we talk about backlog and salaries. Now, that backlog of salaries during President Kurmai era, the government will only pay backlog of salaries to teachers where they don't approve.
Okay.
And then that'll be only the period of APC and some period of Pakaba. When they approve a teacher for the last 6 months we don't work, then they pay under backlog day. But currently the month where they approve you, now the month where ABC where they pay you, now the first month then they then begin put salary in your account. So I want to make that clarity. And then when somebody say we politicians say we know the problem, not true. We know the problems and sometimes again we can know the solutions. I always say it's about what's in our heart and what we want for do, how sincere we they for love fix this country. Which is why the purpose for let any government come and take governance, now for bring a change. The people of Salone vote the SLPP on the pretext say APC not be do well. APC not left sustainable electricity according to what they say. They say then and they are angry boku, everything difficult. So that's the purpose why they vote the SLPP for bringing a new direction. So tell like this for the SLPP don't take 8 years. We also get the responsibility for able to analyze what they be criticized APC for and why we SLPP don't come, what they don't do. But I have to encourage Sierra Leoneans and most times who they talk, me a young person. All my life I grew up in rural areas, not to free to our born, not to free to our men. But I say waiting. We now they talk now as APC. One for joining now. All we get that thought they say. When will they come back now power? If we're able to double effort them for no see. There are many problems to fix. May not come back and sit down with propaganda. Now this we don't do, now this we don't do. Oh now because then I hear people then they say from 1967, 19 this. You cannot talk about 1967 when you and I not ever use phone. We don't send this until land phone safe not be in this country. So if now we they grow, now we also we thoughts then grow, we actions in governance they grow. We ask ourselves, who say well body be there for the last 10 years and to now any improvements done they. So if we just support who party the way they in governance and all the time they left what's in the real thing, then you know go able for help us a country. That caller we come on, we call from overseas. We talk about national cohesion problem. I agree with him. We get national cohesion problems. We get serious domestic debt we will need for fix with high interest. In fact, even with debt we will get out of the country, you can see we then see IMF, so World Organization don't give you so millions of dollars. People then they celebrate. They say, oh, then trust this government. But the danger is the risk they will get for pay debts. They make we interest very high. Okay. So part of the income we generate for every year. Now, most of them, or every month, most of them, they go for service domestic debt and international debt. I want to wrap up for say, this energy sector, not a thing we will politicize. People then get cool room for able to take care of fish. Well as they want to make doors. People then they make food. What I call it, they talk about how in food they rotting. If the economic issue then at the country, difficult for all even get money, you know, the commodities and prices are not high. And people then they don't use for cook 2 days plus us. Then they buy food, then put in the freezer. All now they don't add to the cost. Transportation costs not high. All the issues they are not high. Let's say Leonians no say, yes, the APC and SLPP don't exist. But APC again will be done now the last 10 years. We don't compare we self with the SLPP now in 10 years when they into so now. And which is why we are more prepared to say not to get for be lip service any longer. The people then we the next president get for hire for bringing governance. They get for make sure say we do a lot of reforms, not for change the agenda, but like reforms then they regional the money all they waste inside tax every day is so huge. People need the Dutch tax system. People need the duty waivers problem we get up. Okay. So most of the wastages that we'll get for be sincere. How many people they benefit? Few. How many people they suffer? We boku. Right. And me say where they talk now so, I they pray that I no go ever be a victim. I prefer resign for any job what they do. If my conscience they tell me say I they go to bed, somebody not get fine side for goal they don't we have for born, you know, the access medical facility. It's a regret to me as a Sierra Leonean.
Thank you very much.
So I want to thank people for them messages them and let us know say this is a national discourse and when we there as APC now forgive na hope say una for prepare wait till reach for register, go register and go take a decision at the box.
Thank you very much, Honorable Alpha Ben Mansari, Member of Parliament, APC, in fact, now the Deputy Spokesperson for the APC Members of Parliament. Yes, and it's from Moyamba.
Thank you.
The South Nation. Thanks to DJ Bujo give technical support. And remember, so we also expect Honorable give our vote and not show up for reason where we don't know. And thanks to Abubakar Ben, we make my watch live on Facebook and so you see. I don't be Regina Brown, Jukutu Sir, Fatma Tamisi Levy, and Regina Brown produce the program. There is Thomas, the executive producer. And again, I want to tell everybody thank you. Today is the weekend and ensure you relax yourself instead of trouble. Till I join you on Monday for the review segment of the Epic Morning Show. Have a wonderful day. Take care and bye-bye. My people.